form and then they transform into women. It's really weird.
Oh, so it's Ranma one half.
Yep.
Well,
I love that show.
kind of.
Unabashedly.
That's fine.
Yeah. The thing is, they didn't like it. It kind of sort of shows their bodies a bit in the transformation sequence, and the '90s made the friggin' lesbians cousins in the dub in the original. So
Because they just wanted to make it weirder.
well, yeah, and then
Yeah.
I mean, the leader of the dominatrix aliens is also in love with Sailor Moon, and so like when she's in her male form, it's like okay, I guess, but then when she's in her female form, no. So they thought this is too complicated. Let's just not finish the story.
Sounds really silly and dumb, and I don't.
Speaking of let's finish the story, let's begin the game.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah,
No, that's cool.
You can't help that.
Yeah, tech issues are tech issues. They happen. But we're all here now for the first time in weeks, and I'm back in my own apartment.
Yay!
Because I'm not living in hotels anymore. Hotel slash an air mattress in Craig's living room.
Listen, buddy.
It's a nice air mattress.
It's a nice apartment.
Yeah, it is also a very nice apartment that we will be streaming from for 24 hours in a couple weeks, but that's news for another time.
Woo!
Weird.
Oh yeah, for Heather, Emily, and Ryan, since you guys aren't in that chat, the schedule we have created so far for Extra Life is very dumb.
Very good.
Naturally.
It's fantastic, but there's some dumb shit.
There's some lows, you know.
What would you say are the lows, Greg?
The fact that you guys took that fucking Fusion Frenzy joke seriously, and I'm gonna have to, no matter when that is in the day, that's when I'm going to bed.
That's fine. That's fair. Jason, James, Morgan, and I will play for Fusion Frenzy.
I like Fusion Frenzy quite a bit.
I've never heard of it, but I'm game for anything.
I'm curious to see what it is.
It's a Mario Party knockoff.
It's good Mario Party.
It's
even worse
Morgan?
Mario Party.
That's more of it.
Oh, so it's a guaranteed end to your friendship?
Not even. It's a guaranteed end to wanting to smash an original Xbox on the ground. Regardless, last time we played, you guys headed off into the base of the drow that Trev came from. You ended up in a odd storeroom that has now been set off the edge of the palace room, and observed an interaction between a small girl, she looked like, with a large fiend that Trev was able to identify as a Goristro, meeting with two what looked like heads of the drow army. Phaedra attempted to spy on them, but was unfortunately caught unawares briefly by the girl not leaving the room. She identified herself as Denna, the unnamed third member of the trio of evil that you all met in the Scorched Waste so many months ago. There was a fight. The fight went weird. It went completely off the rails from my plans.
That Gary was not expected.
Nope, not at all. But it's fine because after most of the party got teleported away, Phaedra was able to put her mace through the head of Denna, in which she dissolved into ash, identifying herself as a full-blown lich at this point, with a phylactery somewhere.
To the shock of nobody.
To the shock of only Phaedra.
That's fair.
And maybe myself.
Oh, right. I think the only people who witnessed her turning into dust were Phaedra and Marleman.
And myself, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You two then plane shifted to the place where the rest of the party had been teleported, a small hamlet town on a beach with a sign outside that said the word Lichfield. You were all able to identify...
We all cringed.
Yes, it's a great joke. Denna likes puns. Marleman was able to identify it as a pocket dimension of some kind, and that's where we left off.
Perfect.
So is this just a town full of rich white people?
Hang on, wait. I need to get the correct music for this. Shit, I forgot to pull this up before.
Is this just going to be the Gilmore Girls theme?
No.
Fuck.
then guess what? You
Are
messed up.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Oh, real good.
Wait. Shit. God damn it. Okay. This joke has now been put into the chat.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This ought to be good. And by good, I mean awful.
On the next train.
Oh,
So
I have.
You're
it.
all
I'm
standing.
gonna let it play.
Damn it.
So you're all standing outside this wonderful little hamlet town. The morning air is bright and crisp. There's a cool wind blowing through, but there seem to be no people about. As you all kind of stand in the mud and look around. There seem to be about 15 buildings making up the town. 4 of them line the main street that lead towards the small dock at the southern end, as well as a small little, it almost looks like a hut, almost a guard hut. And that's all you see at the moment, outside of Lichfield. Now, this arc is going to be a little bit different for you guys. A lot less sword swinging, a lot more walking around and talking to people.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
actually going
We're
to-
really good at that.
I'm actually going to give you your main
Those are-
objectives. I'm actually going to give you your main objectives right up front.
Okay.
It's A, figure out what Lichfield is. B, find Denna's phylactery. And C, well, C will come up.
Can you
Nice.
explain what
C
a
has come
phylactery
too.
is?
No. You can ask your party.
Okay.
Well, I know what a phylactery is based
I know
on
what one is.
the million video games I've played, but
Yeah.
Well, does
Fa-
Nyx, though?
No, I was gonna say, what
That's why I'm
characters
saying.
in the party would
Yeah.
it be sensible to know what this is?
That
I
is-
think that
Uh,
it's me,
is-
probably.
that is
It is
better
probably
question.
Trev and Marleman.
okay.
So how would
Would
I
it be-
even know to ask about the phylactery?
Classified as Arcana.
That would be an Arcana check, yes.
Then I probably would, because I have advantage in that. I don't know,
But-
or proficiency in that.
It's also life experience or
Yeah, it's
relevant
Arcana. It's
research.
Arcana and history.
Okay.
But I would say that you possibly have a familiarity. If you rolled for it, then we would be able to tell.
My question is more just
Only if nobody
how
else
would
does.
we know to ask the party about the thing if we don't know what the thing is?
Because A, Marleman saw what happened, and he is someone
Okay.
who would know what a phylactery is. And B, I'm sure you're going to explain to the party what you saw.
Because I'm the one that was like, it's a pocket dimension.
Okay. All right, I'm going to assume that we've done this since you've already
That's
provided
fair.
a recap.
Yes. I will say that it's happened in like the minute or so that you've been standing in the mud outside Litchfield, catching everybody up on what happened.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so those are your 3 objectives. Well, 2 objectives with a third one, a third optional and hidden objective, let's say,
Great shot.
to be discovered.
Amazing.
So,
Can we go to Sweary 65?
Okay.
You just,
I can't
you
wait
totally
to
just
just-
tuned up with the exact. Yep.
I can't wait to just regale Morgan with all of my weirdly specific memories of that fucking game.
so should we like split up into small groups and see what we can find?
Don't split up. That's the
Yes.
law.
Let's split up, gang. Immediately.
Split the party.
So
No, let's
Can
just
you-
chill. Let's wander around. Let's get a lay of the land.
yeah, I'm with Trev here. I'm like, let's.
And we don't know that much about what we're walking into yet. Let's just sort of go for a walk.
Well then.
Okay.
So then maybe we should split up.
I don't know. I feel like maybe I don't know how dangerous this is yet. Sure,
Yeah.
it looks unassuming, but maybe it's scary.
The person who sent us
Just get the
here was
phylactery.
very violent.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So-
there was if we were sent here by a literal lich, this is probably bad news, even if it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
So we should be ready for
Yeah.
anything.
Okay,
Okay.
that makes sense.
You all, as a party, walk through into the
It'd be a literal field of liches.
into the main street. After walking for maybe 30 seconds to 45 seconds, you come upon the small hut that is set forward from the rest of the buildings. You can see now that there is a small circular window in the hut, and that the side of it is wide open. There seems to be some sort of individual in the shadow, and you can hear vague snoring coming from inside.
Can I is there a window?
There's like a tiny, tiny window, in the front of it, facing towards the entrance to Lichfield.
That works.
Um,
Tiny person.
I was just gonna say, I'd be
no,
like,
it's kind of high up, but you can jump and look in.
I can lift you up.
Yeah. Can I have a boost, please?
You all ignore the wide open side of the
I'm not going to go
hut.
into this person's house.
No, it's not a house. It's like a
Hut
4x4 hut
with no door.
with no door and no wall.
Okay. See,
It's got 3 walls with the
Oh,
4th open
okay.
wall leading out into the street.
It's
Well,
a
that's
lean-to.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One may call it a guard station.
Ah,
a what station?
A guard station.
Oh, guard.
I poke my head in.
Okay, you kind of look around and you see a lightly armored individual, a large tower shield propped up on the wall next to them.
What's on the shield?
It's just blank.
Question.
It's a tower.
It's just blank. And a head, a head with a helmet on it, a full-faced helmet, leaned into the corner, snoring deeply through this helmet, and you can hear the deep rattle of the.
Like sleep apnea?
I was just gonna say this dude needs CPAP.
Yeah,
Yes.
jeez.
He probably does need a CPAP machine.
Do you guys think he's dangerous?
Do I smell any booze, or is he
No.
just out cold?
He's just
sleeping?
asleep. He's just asleep.
What time is it around right about now? Do we have an idea?
Some
Like
looks like
it's
it could be
time?
around 9 a.m.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, all right, okay.
I mean,
Do we knock?
I cast Prestidigitation,
Okay.
Oh,
Straight
and
that's
I make
right.
it smell like fresh brewed coffee.
Okay. You waft
bacon.
FK.
You waft the smell of fresh bacon and coffee at the sleeping guard. You hear the snoring slightly stop, and then something smells delicious.
Oh my god. Are we in Oz?
The voice sounds deepened by the helmet.
It's
okay.
this.
Yes. He probably does not actually sound like that. It's probably just the helmet in the way. As you hear him go, who's making delicious breakfast?
a liar.
Oh, nobody likes fake
Hey,
breakfast.
hey, come on! I was gonna just be
Damn.
like, I was just gonna be like, I don't
The
know.
magic man is an illusion.
We smelled
Emily,
it
I'm so
too.
proud of you. So good.
Wait a minute! This is the only thief in the world that would rat out a friend.
She's good aligned, homeboy.
Yeah.
Oh, I want that as a tattoo.
She's good aligned, homeboy.
No, that's the only thief in the world who would rat out a friend. Because that's all right. The guard kind of looks over at all of you and goes, "Oh, it's magic. Welcome to Litchfield."
Thank you.
Who are you, sir?
I'm the guard of Litchfield.
The guard? You don't have a name?
I have forgotten my name.
That's interesting.
How in the world did you forget your name, sir?
And when I came to Litchfield, I forgot it.
How long have you been in Lichfield?
Feels like decades.
Okay.
There's an S on the end of that statement, you said? Decades?
Yeah.
Is this guy for real, or is he just kind of messing with us?
It's hard to tell behind a helmet.
That's fair.
So what do you guard here?
I guard Litchfield
Like,
Where do
Uh,
you guard it from?
What?
from the Bone Toots.
Excuse me?
The Bone
What do they-
Toots.
What do they do?
They're an orc clan.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Wait, what'd you say next?
The plural is teeth.
No, they call themselves the Bone Toots.
Oh, that's what
It would
you
be a
were
lot
saying.
easier to say like it would make it sound a lot less like bone toots if you said it the other way. Or alternatively, if you want to like make them more angry, hang some signs over your walls that say like "Begone, bone toots." That might bum them out.
You know, they tend to be pretty bummed out as it is. They're very angry.
About
Yeah.
what?
Existence?
yeah,
And nobody's
Yeah,
just.
I feel that.
they're not happy.
That's a bummer.
Let me tell you something, sir.
They
Jim
like-
Bob, Joe, Jimothy. May I call you
Please.
Jimothy?
What is your name, sir?
He doesn't
Please, come-
remember. He just
Oh,
said
that's right.
that.
I wanted to catch him in a lie.
Can I call you Cheeseburger Jones?
No, please, call me by my name. The
Jimothy.
guard of Litchburg.
Okay.
We call you like
Litchburg. Hold on a minute.
Sorry, Litchfield. I had a stutter.
Can we give it
This whole thing's out of order.
Can we call it like I don't know, like a guard pun name? I'm trying to think of something.
You can do this.
I don't know. I'm not good with puns. This is Craig's territory.
This is the idea you came up with, though.
No, I offered it as a group participation. Nope.
I'm not gonna yes and you on this one.
It's the guard of Litchburg.
Litchfield, please.
Oh,
Don't make fun of my aphasia.
Jesus Christ.
Taking it.
Where do we go from here?
Not to mention, Gary, this guard has kind of got like a Count Von Count voice going on a little bit.
It's the helmet. I swear, I don't actually sound like this.
We've offended the first person we've met.
Sir, Han, I want to try to persuade this guy. Would you take your helmet off and speak with us, please?
Certainly. He takes his helmet off.
Hey, it's me, the guard underneath the helmet.
Hey guys!
You're not too far up. You see he looks to be about 35-year-old gentleman. Long, very wavy red hair, a fresh batch of freckles across his face, and very bright blue eyes. Nyx, everybody but Sai, make a history check. Did anyone get above an 18?
I guess roll the 19.
Roll the 19, roll the... Okay. The
Fat 3, homie.
Plus
Fat
9. So
20
22.
22 and a 29. Okay, that's perfect. Nyx and Phaedra, the moment this helmet is taken off, you are taken aback for a second. And upon, like, really looking into it and looking more and more at him, you realize that you recognize him. He's older, significantly older now, but you definitely do recognize the general face and the kind of markings of a much older Private Reggie from the wall.
What happened to Private Reggie?
He wasn't he like wait, hold on. No, wait, hold on.
He got like fucking killed in half when we were fighting.
Was that the guy whose body I set on
I
fire
thought that-
before we got taken to the Feywild?
Yes,
Are you
did
people
do that.
saying this? Because holy shit.
No, this is just a clarification
No,
to make sure I have the right
who he
NPC.
is.
Yes, that is the right NPC.
Okay, and Reggie? Like I just say like really?
Sorry, who's Reggie?
I
Oh wait, sorry, he has his helmet off. He goes, sorry, who's Reggie?
I think it's you.
It's me?
Yeah.
I am only known as the guard of Lichfield.
You can put the helmet back on.
Yeah, let's just put that back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Thank you. I feel much more confident with my helmet.
Yeah.
I don't think his
Can
name
you
is
take it off
Reggie
again? I
anymore.
can't hear you quite so
Fucking
well.
awful.
All right,
pretty
what's
sure
going
his name
on?
Actually, Eugene.
Okay. So
Does he have the helmet on or off?
okay.
I think
assuming
he's
he's just
taking it
gonna-
back off.
Okay.
So who's Reggie?
He.
Talk about where he used to be.
It's been long. I don't remember. I'm trying to honestly remember. Like was he part of the he was part of the wall, right? Not the
Yeah.
mob.
He was an agent at the wall who was sent along with us to
The orc place?
the orc place, and then
Sorry, it's been a little while since we've gotten.
there were a lot of
Yeah.
dead orcs who. Can for the record, my history roll is 17. Do I remember enough of this to just put together the thing that I just put together in real life?
Yep.
Which is the idea that the orcs are also very likely the orcs that all got murdered.
I mean, you can put that 1-to-1.
Oh.
Because I
How
just put that together
unfortunate.
in real life also, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's related.
Oh, I mean, if I've said Reggie out loud, I think you probably would have figured.
Yeah, that's fair. Like it tickled for everybody but Sai. Oh, except for you, Marleman. Even the name Reggie just didn't. That 3 really.
I rolled a
killed you.
fat 3, Holmes.
Yeah.
Body
Yeah.
is ready.
There's nothing there.
Okay, so great.
It also
Do you-
wouldn't be inaccurate.
Did you all know me before I got to Lichfield?
I
Totally.
didn't.
Yep.
just for a little while.
Yeah.
Size
Oh,
door.
wait. Yes, I did. I remember you now.
So you know that you haven't always been here?
Yeah. Last thing, or the earliest I remember, can I just put my back on?
I'm making
Oh my
guys.
god, this is getting even worse with this connection going
Okay.
on. Holy shit.
Please just stop.
This shit's fucking nightmares.
Can I do a medicine check to fix his goddamn laryngitis?
He's just gonna put his helmet back on.
Thank God.
I look back at Trev and say, "Poor boy."
Oh my god. I don't even know what to make of all this.
He puts his helmet back on.
Did he, Gary? Or are you Reggie?
I'm sorry.
You always been Reggie?
Yes, I have always been Reggie deep down inside. Little did you know, you thought Petunia was my DM insert, but it was always Reggie. He puts his helmet back on. Yes, the first thing I remember, I should say, is waking up in the mud outside Lichfield. And the people here saw I had armor and said, "You must be a guard." And I said, "I must be a guard."
That tracks.
Okay.
Is anything about his appearance, like besides just his face, like is his outfit similar to what he was wearing?
No,
when he died?
it is different in that it is like very tower armory. He was dressed primarily for travel, so a lighter armor set.
Right.
The thing that does ring true is the tower shield,
Okay.
as he had also carried one of them back.
Right.
Now he is a little bit more heavily armored, still lightly. It's definitely the guard of a small town, but more stationary armor.
Okay.
So who are the people that found you here?
Well, Barty, the butcher, found me first. Then I spoke to Cassandra, the tailor.
Okay.
How many people live in the village?
35.
And who's in charge of them?
All of us. Sort of. We all just sort of get along.
Except for the orcs.
Except for the orcs. Those nasty orcs.
How many are there of them?
Those nasty, nasty boys.
We call them the Ganasty Gnorks, really.
Oh my God.
More at 11.
Good lord.
I haven't really seen all of them. Maybe about 35. I've only really talked to 2.
Talk to 2. Okay.
Yes, I have spoken with their leader, Hrutz, which is the name of the leader of the orcs that you saw previously.
Correct, yes.
Word.
Okay.
All right. Well, should we head into
So-
town?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Reggie. Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say maybe Reggie should accompany us so that the people in the town aren't like.
I think he should hang out here and be a sleeping guard.
Yeah. Are there any other guards? Please say yes.
Nope, just me.
Oh boy. So
Do you
you
ever
were
get attacked?
asleep.
I mean, I sleep all the time. We don't really get attacked here in Litchfield. It's more of the warning that we could be attacked is why I'm a guard.
So wait, the orcs have not attacked at all?
Certainly not. They're just
Okay.
assholes.
Carry on.
Okay.
All right.
If there were any place in this town where, don't take this the wrong way because you're a guard and all, but where like important or valuable things would be kept like a museum or something, is there anything like that around?
So,
Well, we
yeah,
have
you have
the
like, is
bank.
there like a library or something?
Well, we have the bank.
All right.
Yes. But then there's also Doom Manor.
Oh, who lives in Doom Manor?
No one.
Dr. Doom.
Who used to live in Doom Manor?
No one.
Huh.
Why is it?
So
Why is it there?
What is Doom Manor?
That's a great question.
Are
Do
you,
you have an answer?
I don't. It's
Are
just
you
sort of there.
are you allowed to go in it?
Possibly. I just have never tried.
Ah,
Have you ever seen an individual who fits the following description and insert in description of what's her name? Yeah.
no.
Nope. Never seen her.
All right. Rad.
Okay. This is all strange.
So we hit the manor or we hit the bank?
Well, we could ask him to show us around the town in general before going to the manor.
Nope, can't do that.
No?
I have to guard my post. I'm the only guard here, after all.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
you gotta make
So
rounds, right? You don't. What happens if there's an attack?
If there's an attack, I have to be at the door.
What door?
I have to guard things.
There's only one entrance to Lichfield, and it's here.
There's no. Is there, what is surrounding what is surrounding Litchfield? Like, this is Morgan asking. That would make it such that you couldn't just come at it from any other angle.
Water.
Like ocean?
Maybe.
Or a lake?
It's just really big water that we can't see the other side of.
Okay, so I'm going to say ocean.
Sure, I've never seen an ocean before.
is it salty?
This guy's a flat earther, I tell you.
You will also recall
Let's ban
that
him from our Soul Calibur tournaments.
when you last saw Reggie, when you guys came upon the coast during the in the Scorched Waste, he was also very dumbstruck by the ocean and had never seen it before.
Oh.
Character consistency through like 4 years. Anyway,
Wow.
I'm
I'm
proud.
proud. Yeah.
Nice.
maybe salty, definitely. You can't drink it; makes you poop.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to...
Wow.
Well, we have
Can I just like walk away from this conversation?
Exactly.
Sure.
That was
This is boring the
Like-
shit out of me.
Like
Before we
a
go,
couple of conversations ago, I literally
We're not
said,
getting anything out of
good
this.
day, and walked.
Okay.
so I do want to ask one more question. Do you know who's been here the longest or knows most about the town?
That would probably be, and he kind of stops and thinks about it. I think that would be Delilah.
Where can we find Delilah?
Well, she's the librarian.
Okay,
Library it is. All right. Thank you, Reggie.
cool.
Killing it.
No problem.
It's
Please
good
call me
seeing
the
you
guard.
again.
I see
My
you
name is
guys,
Reggie.
Okay, my name is Reggie.
Yes.
Thank you, Reggie Guard of Litchfield.
Bye, guard Reggie.
Goodbye, strangers and visitors, and welcome to Litchfield. And then he
Goodbye,
kinda
Jimothy.
Goes
See ya,
back inside
nerd.
his hut.
He's not there. Oh, are we out of earshot of the hut?
Yeah, let's say.
What?
Yeah, sure.
Not a very good guard that lets in a huge group of people with lots of weapons.
You know, I was thinking the same thing.
The fact that we're here is sort of supposed to be.
He knows
Bad.
us. He knows us.
Also, we just kind of have that face that says, no, actually, I take it.
No,
back.
no, we don't.
Some of us don't. Yeah.
I just look over at him and say, really?
We made fun of his voice, too.
Alright, so let's check out the library first, and then maybe try to head over to.
Library.
I'm glad that the evil zombie lady made like a fancy magical world where racism doesn't exist. It's weird.
Does everyone want to go to the library, or does anyone want to go off on their own?
Is there a smithy around that I can see?
Roll an investigation check.
Oh,
I
crap.
would like to go to the library.
I am all in for the library.
Library,
Yeah.
library. Today on Opening Bag Simulator.
Yep. God damn it. Let's just say I rolled a 20.
You're gonna take 20 on this one.
We're gonna take a 20.
That is a function that does not exist anymore.
I really hope you rolled a 1.
No, not too much better than that.
What'd you roll?
Investigation, you said?
Yep.
I rolled an 8.
Cool. You do not see a smithy.
I didn't think so.
So are you also off to the library?
Yes.
You signed for a
Yeah.
Smith's concert, but no Smithy.
Everybody.
Nice.
Okay. So everyone heads to the library. Or at least heads into town to try and look for a library because you didn't ask for directions.
He sucks.
I
He
mean-
wouldn't be able to tell us.
There's only
I did-
15. There's only
That's
15
fair.
buildings. There's
Process of elimination, then.
yeah.
Very
You see a large building that has a clock over it. You see a large building that has a hat on the sign. You see a building that has a what looks like a key on the sign. Before you come across a building that has a book in the sign.
Is there also a man sitting in front of the clock tower preaching to people walking by it saying that we need to fix the clock tower?
No, there is no woman with a cup yelling "Save the clock tower."
Save the clock tower! Okay. Darn.
Are you all just walking up to the library?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone make it no.
Is there like a
you-
button that we can hit while we're walking to the library where I'll just start talking about how much I like Jaws or something?
with yourself.
That joke is for like 2 people. Sorry, everyone else who it isn't for.
You all walk up to the library. You notice now that in Lichfield, for all the buildings you've looked at, none of them have doors. They all just seem to have doorways, but no real doors. And as you walk up, you look inside a dim interior with a number of long bookshelves, and what looks like a very old elven woman minding a counter. And she looks up as you all walk in and goes, "Oh, hello, dearies. How can I help you today?"
Oh my god, can she put a helmet on?
Wow. Not okay.
This just in, Crick hates old people.
Not in... Let me think about that.
Hello, dearies. What can I do for you today?
Hello.
Are you Delilah?
Yes, that is me.
Hello.
Hello.
So we heard that you've been here the longest.
I have.
So, if you've been here the longest, what can you tell us about, like, the history of this place? Who was here before you?
What is this place?
No one was here before me. I started Lichfield.
You started Litchfield?
Yes.
How?
What was it before?
It was just a town.
What do you mean? I'm confused.
There was just a town. It had buildings.
No people.
No people.
And you just
showed
here?
it up here.
Yeah, I walked into town one day, said, "Oh, here I am. I'm in town," and then I found the library and started a library.
Who were you before you came here?
I've always been Delilah.
Where were you before you came here?
Great question. It's been a very long time. I haven't thought about it in a very long time.
How long have you been here?
400 years.
Okay, that's
Okay. Okay.
Does anybody here like document what goes on in this place?
Not a lot happens here, so we've never really felt the need.
Were you this old when you got here?
No.
Okay.
I mean, Reggie looked older.
Yeah. But I wouldn't know that.
Question that I think I might I'll probably have to roll, but I don't know. Does this lady look like she's almost the same age as one of the bad people? What's the Denna? But yeah.
I mean, Denna looks like a walking skull, so...
Okay, that was the other thought I had, was that it wouldn't really matter, so...
But no, she looks ancient, even by elven standards.
Okay.
You know, gotta remember, Aramil is, 300 years old and pretty sprightly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what would you tell us about this place?
What about
Litchfield's a wonderful place. I love being here.
Why is it so wonderful?
Nothing bad ever happens at Litchfield.
So what do you do?
I read books.
About?
Books.
So
books
how
about
big is
books?
this library?
What? Say again?
How big is this library?
Oh, I think I have almost 1,000 tomes.
You've been here 400 years and you haven't read 1,000 books.
I read slow. It's better to take your time and enjoy them.
can I look at the shelves and see if I spot any titles or anything that looks familiar or?
Yeah.
Sure.
Also,
Roll
is
a,
she
citizen titles
bullshitting us?
here.
I
Say
need
again?
to ask. Is
Say
she
again?
bullshitting us?
was
roll an
that-
insight.
Insight, thank you.
Well, no. Phaedra, you roll investigation.
I was gonna say. But
That's a nat one.
She is telling the God's honest truth.
I believe everything that's coming out of her mouth.
Yep.
modified 20.
Okay. Yeah, you see titles and dusty books. You see histories. What seems to be primarily here are very, very, very trashy romance novels. There seem to be a lot of them.
Oh dear.
But, there are histories. There's books of poetry. There's, maps.
I was looking to see if there's any of the names of the people that we've encountered that she's been a part of,
As in any authors that you know of that would have come up in the last 400 years?
No, seeing if there's any names of the people like Denna or the other members of the group.
Oh.
Like seeing if their names are on any of the titles, seeing like
No. They just
so
seem
wait.
like books.
Okay.
Out of character question, so do we all know that we're looking for a phylactery, or is that still something that just a couple people know?
You guys came up with these objectives.
Okay.
So we all know we're looking for what a phylactery is.
We know what it is.
Okay.
And I believe Trev has an idea of what you're looking for already.
Okay.
Like what it would look like?
Mm-hmm.
What do I think about that?
I dropped a bit of information last time that you picked up on. I'm not sure if anybody else did.
I don't remember it now, which is a problem. Because it was, fucking a month ago or something.
Yeah, I had said it to Phaedra, so Phaedra should have it written down. Which is that Denna, the first time you saw her, the two most defining features were very long silk gloves and a red jeweled amulet. That amulet was missing.
Aha, that's what it is.
So
Delilah.
Can we ask about that?
Is there any
it's just...
fancy?
Fancy? What do you mean by fancy?
Like anyone who dresses really nice, fancy jewelry, nice clothes, big houses.
There's Barty and there's... Gotta look at the name. Saphira!
And they're like...
Well, Barty is the jeweler.
Okay.
Oh.
And Saphira is the haberdasher.
The haberdasher.
Have you heard of a woman named Denna?
Never heard of her.
What's the
She mentioned in any of the books that you've read?
Nope.
So, have you ever been to what was the name of the house? The Doom Manor?
Doom Manor?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Has anyone gone in there?
Nope.
Are you? Can you?
Sure, I just haven't tried.
You've never felt the curiosity to go explore?
No, not really.
All right.
Just sitting here.
We can go find the jeweler.
Yeah, I mean,
Is there...
I assume we don't see any big red brooches around here.
You do see a big red book.
Can I just take a look?
Sure. The name of it is The Day I Met the Sun.
What, is there a synopsis on the back?
You can flip to the first page.
Okay.
It very clearly is a story written about a dwarven man who has fallen in love with the element of fire and his exploits there within.
Okay.
You also notice that it is part one of a series of 33.
So
Holy Balls.
Trashy romance novel.
Holy Balls is actually the name of the fourth one.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that book. It's awesome.
Of course you do.
What's the 15th?
My Day with Mac.
Huh.
Oh.
Hey, Marlon, I found some thick. You want to check this out?
Shut everyone up.
I'm interested in how that ships out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there are ships involved,
also.
sir.
Oh,
Some boats go a-rockin'.
Is that copy here?
The whole series is sitting on that shelf.
I grab all of them.
Throw it at Parliament.
Okay.
I grab all of the books.
All 33 of them?
I would like I'm going to grab a copy of number 22, Quest for Booty.
Okay. Age of Booty is number 21.
Oh,
so.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You got to get there.
Exactly. All right. Marleman, write down in your inventory that you now have R.L. Page's... I have to call it the
fucking hate
you. Complete series, Lust in the Chaos.
Hold on.
You're a bad man, Gary.
Dude, that
Add item.
real.
How much does that weigh, Gary?
Probably about 40 pounds. They're all about 150 pages each, so you could probably burn through the whole series in a week if you really tried.
I would go like 30 pounds.
Huh?
Each book is probably a pound, right?
Yeah, give or take.
All right.
No, there's 33 of them. So
Okay, and what is it again? It is
R.L. Page's Love in the Chaos. Or sorry, Lust in the Chaos is what I said.
I thought you changed your mind.
No, doubling down. I'm gonna have to come up with more and more names of these and keep the numbers straight.
Don't worry, we'll help.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send me a list of all of them.
Oh, joy.
Roll D20, see what you get.
Yep.
Yes, yeah.
Reach in, pull one out. If you know what I mean. Anything else you guys want to do in the library?
Oh no!
All right, so no big red brooch.
Big red brooch, no big red brooch.
I was gonna say, like, if there's anything about the history of this place.
Delilah kind of stops and thinks about it and goes, well, you can take my journal. It's kind of like a history of Litchfield.
Is that okay if I read your journal?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
She hands you a 200-page journal.
I'm going to the first page.
Okay. It is a 200-page journal because each year takes up about half a page. Because written in them is Day 1, ate soup. Day 2, good poops. Day 3, caught a fish.
God damn it.
Okay, this is not the smartest person here.
Oh my god.
She is indeed the oldest person here.
Yeah.
Day 3,455.
Walked out of the room while
I like to cloud.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking away from NPCs as I get bored with them.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna do that with this one as well.
I'm gonna give her back her journal and be like, thank you, and I leave.
Okay. I'm loving this Trev walks away aspect to all of this.
It's like, all right, I've had enough of this one too. Bye.
Because I'm not sure if it's Craig or Trev.
I'm pretty sure Trev has already made the decision for himself that none of these people exist and you can't offend them.
Yeah.
So he's just like, all right, fuck it.
But Reggie's real.
Not in this, he ain't.
Not really. Though.
Reggie was real.
Yeah, well, now he's dead.
Alright, the jewelers.
Jeez.
All right, so who wants to go where? You now have a couple different options ahead of you.
well, I want to check out the jewelers.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I guess that's the only place of that. Like, at this point, I firmly believe that talking to more people is completely fucking useless. But the jeweler might have an amulet at it, so I'm like, okay, fine, that's all right.
Before we leave, can I ask her if anybody in town knows how to do magic? Or if there's any clerics or something like that?
Yes, over at the temple.
Son of a bitch.
What's the temple dedicated to? Who?
Ooh, that's a
The
good
Raven
question.
Queen.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
That seems...
Interesting.
We'll say.
That's an interesting choice for
Yeah.
Litchfield.
Yes, well, I didn't choose it.
Who
I thought
did?
you
It was
started
here
this whole
before
place.
you got
She said,
here or
yeah, she
after?
Well,
said-
the building was here, but when Brother Devon showed up, he started the church.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Neat.
We might go see him too.
All right, let's go to the jeweler.
Yeah.
Okay. The jeweler is 2 houses up. Again,
I think
no
at this
door.
point we should just go door to door. Like we're
Just how
we're
many,
gonna stop at all of them, right?
Not there
Like,
yet, bro.
how many NPCs can Gary voice in one night? The challenge.
mhm.
You walk up to the door of the jeweler, or the doorway of the jeweler. There is no door. You walk up, and it is
Wait a
much
minute.
darker in this interior.
Sorry, when you say that there's no door, is it just like a saloon doorway, like with no doors? Like what?
Yeah, just an open
Beaded
doorway.
curtains.
No beaded curtain, just an open
Yeah.
doorway.
Which one of these is the head shop? Oh wait, I know.
All
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Actually, the haberdasher, for being honest.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You guys should really go there. So you walk in. This one is much dimmer lit inside, and there just seems to be one dragonborn gentleman poured over a number of jewels in a tin with a magnifying glass. Doesn't even seem to see you when you enter.
Hello.
Kind of looks up, and now you see that the magnifying glass is literally just stuck to his eye. So he goes, "Hello,
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Barty."
Oh, you're Bart. You're not so happy, are you? I'm sorry if we're bothering you.
Can I take a look at his work?
Sure. He actually displays no work.
Oh.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
it's just an empty room.
Yeah, is this just an empty storefront?
There's just an empty storefront with one table at Barty is currently sitting at with his gems, kind of looking over them with his eyepiece.
Roughly how many gems?
Walks up and is taking a look at his work.
Well, if by walking up and looking at the gems in the dish, you can do that.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
There seem to be about six. There seem to be about 6 gems in there. 2 black opals, 1 ruby, 1 sapphire, 1 emerald, and 1 diamond.
Oh my god.
So the ruby isn't brooch-like, huh?
No.
Any pearls or platinum?
Nope.
All right, just checking.
Okay.
Would you prefer me to have said topaz? Like, there's not, unfortunately, that many.
The order made me smile. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry. Sorry.
Do you have any more of?
Yeah. Do you have any like completed jewelry pieces? Like I see you're working on some here, but
I do.
Where do you keep those?
In the back.
Are they for sale?
Certainly.
Are any of them magical in nature?
No.
May we see
Can
some?
I?
Sure.
Thank
and he
you.
stands up and picks up the dish, and kind of turns very stiffly, walks into the back. There is no door again. There is just a doorway.
Uh-huh.
And you hear some rustling for a couple seconds, then a damn it. And then he walks back out with a set of very nice pearl cufflinks, some very nice platinum earrings, a ruby choker, not an amulet, just a choker, and some sapphire. They almost look like eyes. They kind of have a concave look to it. No, not like earrings, like literally eyes, like concave on one side, made purely of sapphire with a silver filigree around the edge.
Oh.
The Millennium Eye.
There's 2 of them.
What are those?
We call these peepers.
Jeepers creepers.
How about them peepers?
Are you supposed to wear them on your eyes?
Yes, they're for the dead.
Oh, like a funeral ceremony.
Yes.
How many?
I thought that they were things that you would wear to like see.
How
cool
many
stuff.
funerals do you have reasons to have around here?
None. I keep them on hand just in case.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, may I ask why are you so dour?
Nothing bad happens in Lichfield.
You like bad things, huh?
No.
Then what is the problem?
All of my enthusiasm has been used up over the years.
How long have you been here?
Almost 80 years.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Do you have any? Do you have any amulets?
I can make you an amulet.
But you don't have any.
Not currently.
Okay.
Have you ever made anybody commissioned amulets?
No one has ever asked for an amulet.
Okay.
Are you versed? How versed are you in maybe some treasures of this area, of this realm? Have you heard any stories of, significant and, valuable amulets, perhaps something magical that might be hidden somewhere?
Not currently.
Yeah.
Do I remember enough of what the amulet looks like that I could have that I can sketch it real quick?
Maybe. Roll a history
Think how
check.
long ago it was.
Yeah, like maybe. Actually, not a history check, just a straight intelligence roll.
Intelligence? Okay. Intelligence. 15.
You can vaguely sketch it out.
It's a doodle.
Yeah. Nothing amazing.
Yeah. You kind of show it to him, and he just kind of looks at it and goes,
You haven't seen anything like this around, have you?
"It seems like fine craftsmanship, but not my own."
Okay.
What did you do before you came here?
I don't remember what I did before I came here.
It's only 80 years ago.
I woke up outside, walked into Lichfield, and was given my job as a jeweler.
Who gave you the job?
Cassandra.
Is she
who
the
is she?
authority and who does what?
Not at all. She just recommended that I go be a jeweler because I had a magnifying glass.
Who is she exactly?
She is the Fisher.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
I wonder
Is
what
there any
made
sort
her
of-
decide. I wonder what like random object she owned made her decide that fishing was the right way to go for her.
Well, if you meet Cassandra, you will understand.
Oh, okay.
Let's trying to think. Is there like a governing body here in the town?
All of us, we
No.
make decisions as a group. But nothing bad happens in Litchfield, so very rarely we have to make group decisions.
What was the last
What
thing you
about
guys
the
had to make a
orcs?
group decision about?
Whether or not we needed a guard.
Ah,
You decided yes.
Well, around the time the guard showed up, the bone tooths showed up.
And the
That
bone
makes
tooth
sense.
hasn't been a problem?
With
Oh,
the
they have a
exception-
guard.
With the exception of occasionally coming around and making some noise, we have a guard. They haven't tried. Their leader seems like a real asshole, but that's about it.
fair enough.
I've been hearing that.
You have any advice for us?
Settle in, find a use, enjoy your time here at Lichfield. It never ends.
I think we'll find a way out.
Would you be like? It sounds just from talking to you and how you've lost all your enthusiasm. I think you kind of want a way out of here.
I would love a way out of here, please. Good lord.
Have you ever considered going to the Doom Mansion? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You die and aren't here anymore?
I've never tried. Never really had the curiosity.
We could all go.
Well, we might be going to hit that place up, so we'll let you know if we find some enthusiasm there.
Wonderful. Please bring it back.
Word.
Okay.
Is that Doom place like visible from like the main strip? Like,
You guys haven't asked anyone to kind of point it out, so possibly, but
I feel like it would be noticeable if there's only like 15 buildings and one is called Doom Manor.
it's just a regular house, but on the mailbox it just says Doom.
Yeah. That's about what I'm imagining.
So, do we want to keep looking around the town, or do we want to go into the manor?
I'm kind of down.
Yeah.
There's one more place I want to go, which is the Temple of the Raven Queen.
Yep, same.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
We'll be back. It's been nice talking to you.
wonderful to meet you all. Welcome to Lichfield.
Not that house.
You guys find your way to the temple. This one's a little bit easier to find. It does have a bit of a steepled roof. Again, no doors. Just a set of a large entryway into a long long hall. There are no chairs, just a number of cushions that are set up on the ground in front of a large. It almost looks like a bird bath that is set to the center. No one seems to be home at the moment.
Hello.
Hello. Nothing.
I look around.
It's a large stone room with a number of black cushions and a large bird bath, probably about 50 feet away from you.
No, like, other rooms attached to it, or
Yeah, no.
No visible doors.
What would I know about the Raven Queen? I know
Roll a religion check.
Yeah, because I'm a cleric of Celestian, but I assume I've heard of her.
I mean, yeah, everyone has like at least vaguely heard about the Raven Queen, but
Okay.
Only und the child stories.
I feel like I would like to give this one a go as well, just
Sure.
based on the kind of folks I've run with.
Sure, go for it.
17.
Okay, I'll wait for Trev.
I'm not gonna beat that.
Okay.
13.
Okay. I mean, all of you are familiar with the god of death. She shepherds souls off to the various parts of the afterlife they are destined to go to. She is one of the three prime gods that are locked behind the divine gate. And followers of the Raven Queen are kind of the opposite of fate. So the Raven Queen is very fate-based. You're on your path when people who jump out of that path and kind of jump around are traditionally against the Raven Queen. So things like necromancy, things like liches, not so great with the Raven Queen.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the rub here.
So is the bird bath like the only altar-looking thing I see in this
That
place?
is correct.
Can I go up to it and look
Sure.
at it? And
There is a deep red liquid inside the bird bath that seems pretty still at the moment.
Cool.
Okay.
Can you see the bottom of the bird bath?
Nope. It is a very dark red liquid.
I don't like that at all.
Touch it. Touch it. Touch it.
No.
Someone reach in there. Someone do it.
Oh, you won't do it.
No.
Can I?
Marlomin.
Triple, quadruple dog dare you to do it.
Is that in character?
Yes.
Oh, then he does.
I don't know what the rules are regarding like praying to other people's gods because
Only
like
one way to
it's not
find out.
because it's not like you know like we know that there are other ones. You just so can I be like, hey, don't mean to intrude. Like just trying to figure out what's going on. Like try to offer up like a quick prayer to the Raven Queen. Like she responds or gives any hints or anything. Like
Just roll a d20.
because this seems like against what she would be wanting to do. Okay.
Yeah, I think Marlomin absolutely takes like a dagger and like it's like not like it's
Okay,
like
hang on. We'll resolve that in a second there, Marlon.
yes.
Phaedra, what do you get into the d20?
18.
18. Okay. I'm going to give you an option.
Oh, goody. Okay.
Either if you want to spend one of your divine channels or channel divinities today, something may occur.
Okay. Or not, basically.
Or not.
Okay.
I have a
The
question.
second thing.
Phaedra, did you like say anything out loud about your desire to commune with the Raven Queen before you did it?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, Trev would say something along the lines of, just for the record, she's probably not super cool with us either, and then just like do a gesture thing at Nyx, and then be like, I don't know if we should be going this route.
I mean,
We've cheated death a bunch.
yeah, but I mean, if we offer to destroy the lich bubble that's like keeping 35 souls or whatever, I feel like that's a little bit of a good thing.
Hey, if you want to go bargain with a major god, go for it.
I'm
going to stand a few feet back.
Okay.
That's totally in my wheelhouse, for the
That's
record.
fine. That's
Absolutely.
fine. I'm just trying to do good. That's all I'm trying to do.
Nyx, as the resident zombie, do you have any opinions on this?
Wow.
I mean, what's his fucking...
Sai has also died.
Sai also died. That's...
Yeah.
Like, we... All right. Actually, like, real question. After daring Marleman to grab to reach into the thing, I would like to think for a second, be slightly less stupid, and ask if Nyx wants to try to use her magic hand to get something out of the...
Is there something in there? Like...
I don't know. We don't know. We can't see in it.
Okay.
I mean, I was
Wait,
under.
let me double check how my mage hand works.
Okay, Phaedra, are you using one of your channel divinities?
Yes.
Okay. You don't hear an answer. The Divine Gate prevents the Raven Queen from speaking directly to mortals.
Right.
What you do is summon an agent. In this case, you hear footsteps behind you as a tall, gaunt human runs into the building and goes, "Oh, hello. Welcome to the Temple of the Raven Queen. Hello. My name is Brother Devin. What can I do for you today?"
Oh, we found the cantor. Great.
Nice song.
Hi.
Hello.
As
As you turn around and look at him, Phaedra, because all of you, I assume, was looking at the bird bath, not at the door. As you turn and you see him, he is a tall, gray-haired, gaunt human. His face is painted blank white. He puts some kind of powder on his face to create a very pale surface, with very long red streaks under each eye. He wears a all-black ensemble with a blue handkerchief around his neck, and he also has a very thick scar that runs across the top of his forehead.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you the one who built this temple?
Yes. I am the Raven Queen's agent here in Lichfield.
How long have you been here?
About 25 years.
It's actually not that long.
So,
Who were you before you got here?
Yeah, what do you remember before you got here?
I don't remember much.
Give me something, man.
I woke up outside the gates of Lichfield, came in, and they realized I was a holy man and set me up with a temple.
No, but prior to that.
I don't remember anything prior to that.
Have you communed? Have you gotten any? I mean, you know, have you communed with anybody even connected to the Raven Queen since you arrived here? You know, all that time ago.
Not in 25 years. I know my goddess placed me here to shepherd souls to her. There's been no souls to shepherd to her, so I assume she's a little bit peeved with me.
It's a good assumption.
Doesn't that seem strange? Doesn't that seem unusual?
Well, now that you mention it, certainly.
I'm trying to decide if I should be like, hey, do you know if you're dead? I'm trying to figure out a way to word this. So, have you aged at all since you've gotten here?
Certainly.
Okay.
I've aged 25 years. I was a strapping young man when I first arrived.
We'll take your word for it.
That's not what he sounds like. I have to.
You have to have him take his helmet off.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, he speaks similarly. He just speaks a little bit more bouncy.
Oh, good.
So what's the bird bath?
It's the Raven Queen's glorious ichor.
What?
It's the
What
ichor of
purpose
life.
does it serve?
It's a connection between here in the mortal realm and the realm of the Raven Queen. It's the ichor of life. Once you run out of the ichor of life, you are back in the domain of the Raven Queen.
It's blood.
Gotcha.
One charlatan might call it blood, yes, but sure.
I've sent enough people to the Raven Queen to know what blood looks like.
Jeez. Holy Man is not the guy to talk shit to.
I am not a fan. Like,
don't you think it's a little odd that you haven't been able to commune with the Raven Queen since you've gotten here?
She comes and goes. She's a fickle goddess.
Have you ever gone 20 years without her?
I mean,
without this 25 years?
Unfortunately, because I don't really remember in my time before this, I don't know how long I went without her before that.
What's her name?
My name? Devin.
What's your name?
Devin.
Okay. Are you sure?
I mean, it's the name I was given when I arrived.
See, that's different.
You don't remember your name before then?
I assume it was Devin.
What did you have on you that made them think that you were a holy man?
This garb and this makeup.
Who gave you the name?
Cassandra.
Of course.
I walk out and I'm immediately walking towards Cassandra, or towards where that would be. I'm bouncing.
We asked where
it's been a pleasure.
She was the fisher person. Or whatever,
she's
right?
the fish.
Where is that?
Where would we find Cassandra? I paused halfway through. Yeah, I was gonna say I paused like 3/4 of the way through storming out of this useless fucking conversation.
Yep.
And ask where would we find Cassandra?
The docks.
All right, and then I just will continue out.
I don't know if this is a useless gesture or not, but I'll just do a quick, I will do what we can to free these souls prayer to the Raven Queen. I don't know if I can actually communicate with her or not, but we'll do our best.
I mean,
I don't know. Just doing my best.
Anybody can pray to any god.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but clerics that are pledged to one, it tends to be frowned upon.
That's true.
Well,
I'm not going to say that I'm currently rolling a die, but I'm rolling a die.
I'm just saying. Because we're in her temple, I just feel like I'm just trying to be not trying to be offensive.
Also,
all I'm saying,
what are Celestial's domains?
All I'm saying is good to know.
Knowledge.
So, moving on. As Marleman and Trev charge towards the docks, and the rest of you kind of race to keep up.
Just full on fuck this mode.
Yes.
Yeah, just
I'm with him on that.
You guys head straight for the docks. And as you kind of march down the street, you briefly pass the guard hut. And you see Reggie inside go, ho, ho, ho. As you all just march past him.
You heard there were orcs going to the library.
Orcs to the library! Ah! And then he runs.
This is absolutely Marleman laughing as well.
Fist bump Marleman.
As you all charge down, you get to the dock relatively quickly. It's a very small dock, and there seems to be one green-haired woman sitting on the edge of the dock.
On a dock of a bay.
Yep, with a fishing pole in the water, feet crossed. She seems to have very long green hair. That's all you can really get from the backdrop.
All right.
Hello.
She kind of turns. You see now that there is a set of gills on either side of her face that are lightly puffing open and closed. She goes, "Hello." Nope, sorry,
I
that's
know
wrong.
why you like to fish.
Nope, that's wrong. Sorry. It's...
Oh my god.
Hello.
So,
Oh boy.
I hear that you're the person that a newcomer should come to in this town to get a name.
Certainly.
I'd like one.
Sure. She kind of looks you over and goes, "You seem a warrior. Why do we call you Greg?"
All right. I got useful information out of that, I promise, out of character for the record.
Okay.
I wanted to know if I would just get my own name. That would help a lot. But anyway,
We're
right.
off, we're not dead.
What about the rest of us?
I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to say that. You guys can say whatever you want.
Hey, what about me?
Well, wait,
Oh.
but you never gave a name to the guard?
The guard came in without a name. He didn't ask for a new name, he just asked for a job.
What about Devin?
Devin had no job. He seemed a holy man of the Raven Queen, so I gave him the name Devin and the job of the priest.
Did he not know his name when he arrived?
Certainly not.
Well, why is that so
Did-
certainly not?
No one knows their name when they arrive in Litchfield.
So who
Did
gave
you know your name?
No.
Did you just make one up then?
I chose mine out of a book.
Ah.
Delilah was the only person here when I arrived.
How did she get her name?
I assume also out of a book. I've never really asked. She's batshit insane.
Can't argue with that.
Have you ever been to the manor?
Doom Manor?
That's the one.
Have not myself.
Do you know if
Zoidberg.
anybody has?
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking like that. You get the idea. It's all very muffled. She said, "No one ever seems to show an interest in going to Doom Manor."
Okay.
You ever catch anything out here?
All the time. Here, and she kind of flips her her fishing pole up, and a fish is just on the end of the line, and she kind of swings it over to you. It's a big fish too.
May I see this? And I take her rod.
Sure. It's a rod.
I take the fish off of it. I put it in
Yep.
there. I put a bobber and bait, and I toss it. And I wait for a hot second because I imagine a fish is gonna grab on.
Okay. So sure enough, you feel a pull.
I think I get the gist, and then I hand her the pole back. You got a fish.
Oh, I do have another fish, and she kind of pulls it up and goes, 2 in 30 seconds, not bad.
Are there barrels of fish everywhere? Like,
No.
So,
Does she just throw him back?
ma'am, this might seem a silly question, but do people around here eat the fish?
Yeah. I assume we all have to eat to survive.
That was kind of my question, yes.
it's a bold assumption.
Well, it's how people work. Is usually you have to put food in to get life out.
Food in.
Sorry.
You're right. You do. We're just still not sure what the rules are here.
Yeah, no, that's...
What are those?
You guys are doing exactly what you should be doing, which is figuring out what the rules of this weird pocket dimension are.
Huh. Well,
So where's the fresh water come from? If there's salt.
There's a stream not too far outside Lichfield.
Okay. Where's the origin of the stream? What?
I can't say I've ever tried.
Do you have like a map or something?
Yeah.
Sure. She kind of draws you out like a really kind of crappy map in the dirt. She like makes one big circle that just says Lich and like writes Lichfield in the dirt in it, and then a weird like line that she says is a road. There's a stream that cuts through the line that is a road, and then at the other end of the road it just says Bone Teeths, and that's it. Sorry,
Bone teeth?
bone tooths. Bone tooths.
No, I think it would make sense for her to write that down as bone teeths as well.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Huh. Do you have any advice for us?
Well, I mean, if you're here in Lichfield, you're going to need a job. So if you don't mind standing for a second, I can get you all jobs.
Yeah.
How can you get us jobs?
Can we be house inspectors?
Can I get what?
Can we be house inspectors?
She kind of looks at you and looks up and down and goes, "Are you sure? You seem a religious sort."
Well, because we're kind of want to go check out the,
Well, we have a second temple.
Can I be an amulet salesman?
Way to bury the lead.
Well, no, you're a warrior, Greg.
Yeah, but I feel like
where is the second
I've built up
temple?
my inventory a bit, and I could totally do both.
How many amulets do you have, Trev?
Not yet, but I feel like I would then get rid of that stock real quick.
I hand him my amulet of mage armor.
There you go, I got one already.
So,
Look at that.
so you
I
want to
can
be an
flip-
amulet buyer, not an amulet seller?
Hang on, hey, Mr. Marleman, I've got this sweet amulet here.
At that moment,
Bunch
the
of
moment you say
assholes.
a name and he responds, she's dumbstruck. She goes, "Wait, did I give you the name Marleman?"
Yes.
Are you the official name?
Everybody
person?
shut up.
We
Yes.
can't just.
Well, as the second oldest person here, and Delilah being batshit insane, it's just kind of fallen to me to help name and house everyone here.
Yeah, and I can also tell you where I was before I got here.
She is fully awestruck and terrified.
And then I cast prestidigitation to make it look like thunder and lightning over my head, and I say, "And I am the great Marleman."
Okay.
And I cut in, and I'll give you this amulet for 25 gold.
I do the exact same thing. I cast the storm and shadows, and I say, "I will take it."
And that exchange happened. See? I'm a natural.
Okay, Greg, you're an amulet salesman.
Hell yeah.
I cast the same stuff. I am clearly a god.
Oh, mighty Marleman.
Nope.
You've blessed us with
Don't
your
encourage
presence
it.
here.
Nope. Stop. Nope.
She does not know what to do.
Oh no.
This woman has been here for 200 years. She has never seen this. So
Really, Marleman?
Yeah. So you said
funny.
You said there was another temple.
Time someone would actually believe he's a god.
yes, we have a second temple.
Who is it dedicated to?
No one.
Clearly, it's to me.
Now it's for you, Marlon.
I guess we have a temple of Marleman now.
Nope. Nope.
I'm all about making this happen for you.
High-fiving a million angels.
And she kind of points like to the left-ish, towards the left side of town. And you see another steepled building with large double doors that 100% was not there 45 seconds ago.
Awesome.
Oh,
Okay. Hey, I've been really looking to like go get some chow, beer, and like play some games. Could you come up with a cool place?
I mean, there's the pub.
I don't know. I'm really thinking it was probably like Greg and Foster's.
Some kind of pubcade.
She kind of points at Trev and goes, "Greg," and I don't know anyone named Fuster. She kind of points at
I put
Phaedra
it
and goes,
Jason.
"Are you Fuster?"
yeah, I'm Fuster.
No, she points at Phaedra.
Nah.
I'm not gonna yes and this one either.
Why not? This is beautiful bullshit that's happening.
Fuck the yes and. We're in the no buts.
Yeah, the no instead.
Nah.
I like genuinely like calm myself from all of the fun I've been having, and I'm only kidding. We're just adventurers who got stuck here.
So you don't know your own name?
No.
Oh no, I do know my own name. We all know our own names.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
for
are
real.
gods.
No.
No.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to say that, like whatever.
We're trying.
Is that building
No,
doing like
we
Back to
are
the
not
Future fade in,
gods.
fade out now? Like, is it?
Like, no, it's there. Like,
If
it's
we say
there.
yes, does the name like get really long and include all of us?
No,
All
Nope.
right.
there's no name on the building. It's just a building.
We're trying
Okay.
to get out of here, kind of.
So I did not see a smithy. Do you have one?
Are you a smith?
I am.
I can get you a smithy.
How do you
Sure,
do this?
get me a smithy.
Okay, and she kind of points now to the right, and you see a 17th building appear.
Ah,
There's
wait
a
a
small
minute.
forge
Whoa.
outside it.
So are you the
Okay.
only one who can make the buildings?
No, we all can, I assume. Lichfield caters to every need.
Oh my god.
Really?
Ah.
So we're looking for how just balls out do I want to go with this one, guys?
We want to get out of here.
Can I think really, really hard about a building that would just exist with just a house with a pedestal in the middle with a pillow with the exact amulet we're looking for on it?
This one.
Just think hella hard about it.
She kind of thinks about it for a second, and then goes, I think I made a house.
Can you make a bicycle right now?
He's got a bicycle.
I don't know what a bicycle is.
About the amulet house.
She
That's
kind
more
of
what I'm into.
she kind of points, and now there's just a small hut, much like the guard hut, kind of sitting at the base of the docks.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go over there. You guys can do whatever.
So were there any buildings here
Trev, I'm interested.
before you got here?
Yeah, there were two.
There were two. The library and
Just an empty building. And Doom Manor, of course.
the manor. Okay, thank you.
You walk into the little house, Trev, and there is a pillow on a pedestal with an amulet sitting on it.
Not the amulet.
It's an amulet.
Can I detect magic on it?
It's got no magic.
Ah, bummer.
It's just pretty.
All right, well, whatever. I got some more shit to sell.
All right,
I'm gonna grab that.
so Doom Manor seems to be one of the few places that was here before them.
Originally.
Well, probably a good thing to go to.
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's go.
Is it?
Let's end this nightmare,
Bye, fish lady.
such as it is.
But by gods.
We're not gods.
I am
Some
God.
of us are gods.
We are not gods.
We come as gods.
We are not gods.
Jump into the fucking lake.
Actually, before we leave, are there rocks around?
Yeah.
I just skip one along the surface of the water, see what happens.
I mean, it skips for a little bit and then falls into the ocean.
I want to try. I want to grab one and try and skip it better.
Okay, roll. Both of you roll a strength check.
All
Such
right.
an asshole. Because you kill me in that.
I know that by the end of this adventure, one of us is going to get on a boat and hit the side of a wall and then walk up a weird set of stairs looking like clouds.
To go talk to
What's his
name?
to God,
Yeah,
aka Moon Man.
We're just here to cause fucking trouble.
All right. What'd you get?
A 20.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
now I need you both to roll a dexterity check to see
That
how
I'm
well
worth
you,
it.
He's still gonna.
to see how you spin it.
Oh, hell yeah.
4.
17.
All right. Trev, you skipped that rock way better than Sai did. Like, Sai's got like 2.5 skips. Yours gets a solid 4.
Just get like the whole fucking
Show off.
thing.
And even on the third one, just before it comes down to the fourth, it even like pops into the air and does a little flip.
Kick flip my rock. Hell
Exactly.
I can only imagine what a 20 would have been. Flips for it never stops skipping.
Yeah. A new temple shows up to the rock.
Yeah.
And also the skipping rock. It's both.
Yeah.
It's weird. God damn it. All right, whatever. I mean, I guess every single person is not super helpful, but we've got a little bit of stuff to go on, and the house is still... The Doom house is still the zone here, I think.
Yeah,
But also, in all seriousness, like, do you guys think that we could make another building? Like, do you think that we could just do that?
Why would we?
I mean,
need
if
to
anybody could,
plan
you
to
could,
leave?
probably.
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking, just the possibilities of that. Like,
You just want to
Okay.
make buildings here?
no,
So-
I'm just thinking, like,
I
this
think
place caters, right?
Actually, before I leave this weird pillow building, can I do one more thing?
Sure.
Can I draw Dawnbringer and just like cleave the pedestal?
Okay. You do so.
All right. Nothing special happens. It just looks like I broke something.
You just broke a rock.
All right, cool. And then I just leave.
I'm gonna point to an open space and just say, "Hey, look, an exact copy of my old house in the Feywild."
Nothing happens.
Motherfucker.
Damn. Thank you.
You're
For
welcome.
thinking where I was
Testing your
going.
theories? Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I got your back.
I go for a high five.
You miss.
Yeah,
Alright,
of course you do.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's leave.
Okay, you guys walk off the docks. It wasn't
Let's
a
go.
building. It was just some docks.
All right, so
I mean,
We're all in the
I
ocean.
was
Okay.
in a house.
Yes, Trev was in a building.
Fucking up a pedestal.
I needed to find out if like radiant magic would fuck up just basic objects in this lich zone. Listen,
Oh,
I had a plan.
You
That's
know
a
what
good
did-
question.
You know what did fuck up objects in this lich zone?
A sword.
Steel.
Listen, it's inlaid with light magic. Like
True.
I was wondering if that was going to do something. I needed to find out.
I think I asked this question before, but are my spidey senses tingling?
Mhm.
I don't remember.
I have a question to ask you in chat.
Sure.
It's a decision you get to make.
Sure.
I love that this is just some "What Here Is Evil" friends at the table stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hey, Trev,
hello is evil. What up?
do you think I should start all of my book collection at the beginning of the collection, or just like pick and choose?
Sort them alphabetically and then read them that way.
That's shitty.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
correct.
Are they in like? Are they numbered books?
Yes. they
They're
are.
like that fucking whatever series that boring white people read. That all of them start with a different letter and have like A is for whatever.
The
Oh,
James
the
Ivanovich. What are they?
There you go.
Yeah.
Vengeance.
No, it's like
I'm looking this up now.
my mom read like all of them.
I've
yes.
take back my boring white people comment.
Your tingles are going nuts.
Okay. Yay.
I absolutely feel terrible.
Okay.
you mean like one for the money?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was an A-OK book.
Craig's just getting dunked on.
No, I'm not taking back that one.
Okay, are you guys heading for Doom Manor?
Yeah.
So, there's nothing that would immediately jump out to you as a Doomish manor. There is no large house with a lot of lightning happening overhead and a number of trees around it with a big gate or anything like that. And when you do a loop of town, you realize that there's really nothing that says Doom Manor or anything like that.
We should really ask for directions at some point today.
We got a map.
You got a dirt. You got stick in a dirt.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, we're smarter than that. Like
Are we?
Got him. I found what I was actually thinking of.
Which is?
There's a series of books by somebody named Sue Grafton that look like fantastic, in as many quotes as you want, mystery books
Okay.
that all start like A is for alibi and a bunch of other
Oh,
shit.
right.
Oh yeah, I had to edit some of those.
My boring white people comment
Yeah,
is
pretty much.
back on the fucking table.
Yeah, those were pretty shitty.
Anyway.
Who are you asking for directions? Because you literally, after doing loops of this small town multiple times, cannot find anything that screams Doom Manor.
I will.
Closest when we get frustrated and need to ask for directions.
I mean, it's a relatively small town. You can get just about anywhere in under 3 minutes.
I'll ask Cassandra.
Okay. You walk back to the docks as she kind of turns away from her fish and goes, "Yes, gods, you have blessed me with your presence again."
We are not gods. Do you know? We are not gods. Do you know where Doom Manor is? Like, do you know what direction it is?
No.
What?
How did you ever hear this place?
How do you know it exists?
I don't know.
Did Crazy Delilah tell you?
No? Maybe?
Hmm.
I know where Doom Manor is, but I don't know where Doom Manor is.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you take
Could you make it appear?
Can you show it to us?
Like, it is in my deepest of desires to get in there, and I need it.
She kind of thinks about it really hard and goes, I can't. I can't even want to go there.
Oh, it's probably something's magically blocking her, maybe?
Well, yeah.
Can I insight check her?
Sure, roll an insight check.
'Cause I'm so good. Fucking hell. Why do I bother? It's a 6.
She's telling, and I don't mean this in a you fucked up your insight roll. She's telling the truth. Like, you guys have impressioned on her that you are gods with some sort of godly power of knowing things that don't exist here. She's been here a very long time and has not seen things that happen. So she is being 110% truthful with you. Just for whatever reason, she can't seem to want it.
Okay.
Do you know if there is a map to Doom Manor somewhere?
Maybe.
Can you think?
Yes.
Fun.
Yes, because if you go, you can literally see her brain like moving through molasses as she's trying to think through this.
Mm-hmm.
So, could you take us there? Like, could you lead us to that place?
I can't. I can't.
Okay.
The pen is blue!
I'm walking away from yet another conversation, as it turns out.
Trevor's just throwing his hands in the air and going, ah! And then walking
I'm gonna
away.
go to I'm walking towards the library again. You guys can do whatever.
Yeah, I'm with Trev.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Thank
to
you,
find a fucking map or a book
Yeah.
about this place or something.
Thank
Okay.
you anyway.
No problem. Now she just seems disturbed.
Also, we're not gods. Bye.
Some of us are gods.
That's exactly
No,
what,
none of us are gods.
that's exactly what a god would say.
I'm a god at billiards.
Does anybody think
Nothing
that
else.
we should also go to the bank? That was the first thing that Reggie talked to us about.
Yeah.
Largely because it was the first thing I asked him about.
Fuck it. Like we have any better to go. Let's go to the bank.
Dom was looking at me oddly because I kept screaming, "We are not gods."
Well, you tell him that you've been lying.
So are half of you going to the library, half of you going to the bank? What's going on?
I think we could do library first and then the bank.
Yeah.
Sure.
So is it
I'm okay with that if we all want to stick together.
Okay.
Sure.
You walk back into the library. Delilah is still sitting there in the dim light. And she goes, "Welcome back, my pretties. What can I help you with?"
Trev, ask her quickly. Go.
Hey, do you have any maps of the town that we might be able to peruse, or any kind of literature, books, anything related to Doom Manor, how it was found, when it was founded or built, or
Where
any
is
kind
it?
of records of it?
Nope.
All right, see ya.
Can you
And
take
then
us
I
there?
leave.
I can't.
Okay.
What would you do if
You
I
know
told you
anyone
my
who
name
could?
was Marleman and I picked it and I remember things?
That's really weird.
All right, let's go.
No.
No matter,
Also, his name is Greg.
depending on how far away the bank is, I might already be there.
It was across the street.
I am already there,
Okay.
All right.
leaning against the door or
Okay.
the door frame.
Okay. You step in, and you see a very nice counter. There is a young man standing there. He's got kind of polished glasses and is kind of wiping off the little teller sill with a rag. As he looks up at you and goes, "Hello, welcome to the bank."
Can I look around and see if there's any signs of like a vault or something?
Okay. There is the only door you have seen in town. It's a very large metal door set into the wall behind this young man.
Oh man, I'm gonna turn and look at sign and be like, "Damn, I was gonna say they really got to make you a door maker kind of guy, but we found one."
Yeah, they need to make him a doorman.
Yeah, we need to be in some kind of.
Is
I've been
is this
trying-
a kid?
I'm gonna front, or not gonna front. I've been trying to think for like 20 minutes of what I would call a guy that makes just makes doors, but I cannot come up with anything.
A door maker?
I also googled what it would be called, and there's nothing.
The doorsmith, of
It's
course.
just a carpenter or something, which is no fun.
It would just be a door specializing carpenter, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
That would be adorable.
Yeah, he's like a kid. He's like maybe 14.
What's your name, son?
Richard.
Was that? Did Cassandra give you that name?
Yeah.
Okay.
How long have you been here?
Well, first off, you can call me Dick.
All right, Dick.
Okay, Dick.
I've been calling everybody else who lives here that, so it works.
And I've been here 14 years, sir.
Boy, wow. Whoa, I'm sorry.
That's horribly tragic. Okay, cool.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why is that tragic?
How old are you?
15.
Wow, you've been working at a bank for a really long time. Also, they put a very small child in charge of a bank. That's interesting.
Well, it's not really that exciting a job. The vault doesn't open, so it's mostly just whoever gets to stand here for a while.
Define doesn't open.
None of us have ever opened it.
Have you ever tried?
Haven't had the curiosity to.
Can I use detect magic on the door?
Sure. There's no magic on the door.
Like, well, I have the curiosity for that, and I go to open up the
Wait.
vault.
Nix, can you use your mage hand?
Yes.
Also, can you check for traps? Something we never do.
Traps are for fucking nerds.
You're using your mage hand to check for traps?
Yes.
Okay, roll investigation.
No, there it is. Bro, you gotta move. I can't roll on you.
Guys, it's okay. I'm a god.
I heard that.
What am I rolling?
Investigation.
Investigation. Oh, okay. $12?
Okay. You didn't find traps.
Oh, God.
Are you then trying the vault?
Yeah.
Okay.
That a girl.
I was gonna say, Morgan's
It's a mage
about
hand,
to,
who
or
cares?
Marleman's already got his hand on the vault door. Like,
I'm gonna say I tried to pull him back to be like, no.
All of this is happening in 6-second windows.
Yes.
Because D&D actions.
It's
locked.
I can fix that.
Yeah.
Roll a lockpick with your mage hand.
You got this.
I will. Can I ask for permission?
Can I like carry on a conversation with this dude to distract him?
Well, wait.
Sure.
Did you try asking if it's okay? Because I feel like they wouldn't actually care.
She's got a line, bro.
He doesn't care at all.
All right, cool.
And
I'm
he's kinda
curious
like,
to
all
find
right,
out what's inside too.
He's like, all right, people have curiosity to open the
Yeah,
vault.
like,
That's cool for me.
He's curious. He doesn't.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm looking forward to this.
Much like whenever you asked about going to do manor and everyone's just kind of like nonplussed, like, nah, I never really thought about it. Like, it just seems like no one ever really thought about opening the vault either.
Okay.
Have we thought about robbing this place? Until now.
I'm all about this.
What'd you roll in your lockpick?
30.
30, great. The lock is paper to your delicate fingers. As
Ew.
you literally punch a hole through the lock.
Yeah. As you spin the door open and it explodes. No. The door swings open in front of Marleman, who has now been pulled away slightly by Phaedra. And you see a very long, dark hallway.
Guys, this looks promising for Doom.
Wait, like, does it?
Really any?
So I gotta know. So the vault, like, thinking about this, I need some like spatial context
Yeah.
here. So, like, if I were to look at the pace around the outside of this bank,
Uh-huh.
like, is the vault like what you
It's
would see from
going
the
into
inside?
nothingness.
That's what I'm getting at here. Okay,
Yes.
cool. I was like, this thing looks like it's set back against a wall, and then you open it, and there's a friggin' tunnel. Okay,
Correct.
Hey,
seems legit.
Son, was this bank here? Like
This bank
When-
has always been here.
before you arrived?
Yeah, we get it.
Mind if we go
yeah.
take a look in there?
Go
Just to
ahead.
be clear, there's no like tunnel or mountain that this thing is built into. The outside of the building is just square with
I've
all
literally just answered that question. Y'all got to pay
Okay.
attention. God damn it.
before we go through here, is there anybody else we want to talk to, like maybe the orcs? Or do you think that's going to be totally useless?
There is no little prompt that pops up that says if you go past this point, you cannot return.
Good, because I was just thinking about ways that I could force this door to not be able to shut behind us. Like, how can I destroy this door in some way that it cannot shut behind me?
Bless you, Ryan.
Well,
This is the only place we've seen with a door. It's been here since the beginning.
Let's go.
yep.
Yeah,
I'll walk through.
Onward and upward.
You can ask, I will say, you can ask Richard one more question that you're flirting at, but you need to get closer.
Is this the door to Doom Manor?
I don't think so, but maybe.
Do you know where
the question I meant?
What do they keep in here?
Actually, I'll do it this way. Who has the highest int? I think it's
I think
Not me.
Actually, it might
Definitely not. 16.
17.
That's next.
yeah. I thought it was next. Next, roll a straight int check.
Just see if you know what you need to ask.
Nat 20.
Yeah, baby.
Cassandra mentioned when you were talking to her that when she first arrived, there were two buildings, the library and an empty building. You didn't ask if that was still here or anything like that.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Okay. Is this one of the original buildings?
According to Cassandra, when she came in, there was only the door.
Okay.
It was only the door.
The door. No building.
Well, there was a building, but
Okay.
you know, it was just an empty room with a door. She put the telestill on it because she said it looked like a vault door.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's go then.
Yeah.
Okay, have a good time.
See you.
Have
Can you
fun
keep an eye
storming
on
the castle.
door
Keep
and
the door
sort
open
of-
for now, please.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll come out later and let you know what's in here.
Don't
So,
tell anybody
I
we
mean,
went in here.
I don't really care, but have fun.
I hope that being here for eternity doesn't suck for you.
The most upbeat person in this party outside of like maybe Marleman is just like the most dour Eeyore person right now.
Think about the reality of what this represents, Marloman.
Hang on. While you guys are walking down this dark hallway, I want to hear what all of you currently think is going on. This is a
Well-
very long hallway.
Like, did that, like, hey, you're being so dour thing actually be said out loud? Because if
No.
so, I would literally respond with, are you kidding me? Based on what I understand here, that means that kid died when he was like 1. And that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fucked up.
so every time someone comes here, a building or something is created to give them like a purpose. Their memories are gone, and they seem to have like no emotion, or at least like no curiosity, no like drives to to leave. I guess. The only
Yeah.
ones who we don't know,
Told them.
we don't really know what the state is with the orcs. So they seem to be, I guess, doing orc stuff. I don't know. What would
They don't ever attack or anything. They're just doing orc stuff.
Yeah.
There's no drive
They're
to-
presumably they're just off living their own lives. They're like, if just judging by what we've seen, everybody here is just given a life to exist
Hey, wait a
in
minute.
and not do anything ever.
Hey,
What's up?
didn't he say that one of the orc guys' names was Hrutz?
Yes.
That's his actual name, though.
I
How
don't
do you
know.
That is
know?
actually
Been given it.
so.
Gary, I do believe you had said something about that, right?
I
You did.
did.
That is true.
So wait, if the orcs remember,
I think we should go talk to the orcs.
one of them.
We are staring down a tunnel.
See, this is why I asked this question. I asked this exact question before.
No,
we
I
got
was
this
aware of all this.
revelation.
I still decided that wasn't worth it to me, at least.
All right.
Like, no matter what, I can't imagine a single thing that we could learn from these orcs, who were some of the newest
This is
people
my
in town.
completionist nature, where he's
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah,
there are
this is
3
why-
objectives. I'm like, see everyone.
This is why I don't play Elder Scrolls games, but let's keep going. So, like, they're the newest people in town, Reggie accepted. They don't interact with anyone ever. There's like no way they can provide us something more valuable than the death tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
That is
We
fair.
could
That
come
is-
back afterwards and see what's up.
Okay.
Well, the orcs were killed in like that big ritual, right?
Yep. They died maybe 15 minutes before Reggie did. Roughly.
Do you think the manner of death matters?
Maybe.
Well, we don't know.
I doubt it.
I mean, obviously, like the baby's not gonna know, but like,
They were all sacrificed by her.
yeah, and Reggie was killed with magic.
Was
That
he?
I thought.
I forget.
Orc
Uh,
killed him.
Did Orc
Yeah, I was about to say
kill him?
Drossil killed him.
Oh, yeah.
Drossil.
Your bro did it.
Gotcha. I couldn't
He
remember.
was he was killed with the most lethal magic of all, steel.
A knife.
A knife.
Cold hard steel.
My favorite kind. Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe like the fact that they died via the
Listen,
rituals.
if we want to go talk to the orcs, that's fine. I have gotten less than nothing out of talking to all these people so far.
I
Yeah,
mean, we
we
can
can go
go, and if we run into a dead end, we can just go talk to the orcs.
Yeah, that sounds fine too.
Or vice versa. Either one's fine. Like, I'm honestly pretty sure that this one here is going to be like both more dangerous and more productive. So if you want to go tie out the loose ends before we go, sure. I promise you I will walk away at the first sign of nothing, but we could totally go talk to the orcs before we go in here if you want.
Fuck it. Let's go to the orcs.
Let's let Marleman be a completionist. It's fine.
We don't have to be. I got okay with it because we were like, it's okay. We can just come back. It's like, all right, that's fair. That is also a fair
Again.
argument.
Again, I have been very clear in this, in that a prompt has not popped up that said going past this point is.
That was why I was
Yeah,
like,
well then fuck
that's
it.
why I
Let's
was
roll.
like, then let's go. Let's
Yeah.
keep going.
This
Yeah.
is, you're not in the
Yeah,
end
sure.
game.
Let's
of
follow
this
this
point
thread
yet.
to the end, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe
Speaking
this
of
will
following
equip
it
us
through
with
the
more
end.
information.
Yeah, speaking of following it through the end, after about 3.5 minutes of walking down this tunnel, of just a tunnel, you come across a
How
very
secret is this tunnel?
pretty secret.
Nice.
It was behind a
Is it
vault
just
door, at
pitch
least. and
black?
No one seems to be in it. You come across a very large set of oak doors with very nice cast iron plating to it, a large cast iron ring in the center of each door.
Doors 2 and 3 in this world.
When you say there's those rings, are they like clackers?
Yeah,
Okay.
Check for traps.
no traps, just a
There we
door.
go. Good instinct.
I knock on the door.
Okay, do you use the clapper or do you use your hand?
I use the clapper.
Okay, and it makes a very resounding dong, dong.
Response.
Severe.
There's a couple seconds of silence. Not much of anything. Then a little slidey thing opens up in the door and goes, "Yes,
Hello.
Who are you?
my name is Jeff.
What's this door, Jeff?
Yeah, what's it? Where are we?
Doom Manor.
Oh.
Cool.
Are you taking guests at this time?
Not particularly.
Could you open up anyway?
What do you do here?
I watched the door.
How many people are in there?
I think 150.
How long have you been here? Can I just like produce a pad and act like I'm writing this stuff down?
Sure.
Cool.
He goes, 3 weeks.
That's not very long. Okay.
Hmm.
Could you open it?
Yeah, if we needed to
yeah,
get
will
in
you let
here
us
and
in,
take a
please?
look around, how would you do that?
I can open the door.
Can you please?
Could you please open the door for us?
Sure, I just can't let you stay for very long.
Why
Wow,
not?
what's going on?
We just don't have any rooms available at the moment.
Oh,
Ah,
We're bug bombing the place.
that's okay. We just wanted to take a look around.
Sure.
Yeah.
At which point the two doors swing open and you see that the individual who was speaking with you is a gigantic hulking beast with a set of curved horns and reddish fur.
guest. Be our
It is the Goristro that you had
Oh.
seen standing
yeah,
next
figured
to
as much.
Denna. He has a very nice tuxedo on with a little bow tie.
Darling.
As he kind of looks at you kind of sheepishly and goes, "Can I lead you through the manor?" Or
Hey, if you are used to giving a tour, then sure.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
You would be my first door of the day, but sure.
Cool.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. And he kind of along this.
Oh, that's why they call it Doom Manor. I gotcha.
This marbled floor. You can see inside now that it is a magnificent mansion. There's a very large marble staircase that seems to lead up to some of the upper floors. There's a number of very thick rugs with some beautiful sculpture work and paintings on the wall, all of similar scenes of horrid and gory death. There are a number of other oak doors that lead into other rooms, and you can see just faintest glimpses of other individuals flitting in and out of doors further down the hallways. Jeff kind of walks over to the door on the left first and goes, this is the parlor. If you guys want to go in, I can open the door. They're a little heavy, so I can take care of it for you. It's still very odd to hear this meekish voice coming out of this gigantic fiend.
Who normally stays here in Doom Manor?
Well, we have the guests. I'm a guest, technically speaking.
How do you become a guest?
Well, the lady invites you.
Ah, who's the lady?
I've never talked to her myself. We just know her as the lady. She hasn't been here. She hasn't been here in the 3 weeks I've been here.
Does she have a set aside room in this place?
Yeah.
For when she's around?
Yeah, it's on the upper floors.
Oh.
Can we go there?
With big daggerish eyes, just like.
Would you mind if we went to her room?
Sure. I mean, I can put it towards the front of the tour or the end of the tour.
Let's start with the upper floor then. If it's on the upper floor.
Okay.
I'm curious, Jeff. Who gave you your name?
I mean, it's just the name I've always had.
Where were you before you came here?
I mean, I was a Gordy Stro in hell.
Huh.
Yeah, okay, that checks out. I like your tuxedo, by the way.
Thank you, especially tailored for me.
Is this an upgrade or a downgrade from hell? I'm wondering.
I mean, it gives me slightly more of a purpose, and I'm a lot less angry than I used to be.
Huh.
Well, that's good.
Seems like hell's kind of a drag.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the pits.
Hell's hell. Actually, the pits are different. The pits is the abyss, and that's not hell.
Let's not get pedantic. So I got smashed by semantics. Semantics truly are hell.
It's the joy of D&D, where there are realms for everything.
Fuck.
He kind of walks back over to the marble staircase and begins to lead you upstairs. It's a nice staircase. It leads up to a second floor and then a third, and then a fourth.
Like walking past individuals, like
shadows of individuals. Most of them seem to be keeping their faces kind of turned away from you, almost as if they're embarrassed to be seen. They're all similarly dressed in tuxedos and well-made dresses. But all of them also seem to be serving in some capacity.
Parliament kind of is like looking for one that is just kind of just walking, kind of just going from place to place, not like doing a job or anything.
Okay. You spot one, an individual. You can't really see his face. He's still kind of turning away. He's carrying a feather duster and a bag.
Are we walking past him?
No, he is. Your guys are on the stairs. He's kind of on this hallway coming this way. But he's kind of keeping his face like this.
Okay. Are we walking past anybody? The goal here is I want to accidentally bump into one of them.
I mean, if you stepped off the stairs, there doesn't seem to be anybody coming up or down the stairs right now.
Are there people on the upper floor that we might pass through?
I mean, there seems to be these individuals everywhere.
Okay, then when we get upstairs.
Okay. You kind of continue on. The feather duster man kind of continues to walk past the stairs and down the hallway and off to something else. Yep. You guys make it up to the fourth floor and are greeted by a very nice white door with some rose petals kind of sketched into the wood, carved into the wood, I mean. As Jeff kind of gestures at it and goes, "This is the mistress's room." Yeah.
Are we allowed to go in?
I don't think it's locked. I haven't tried. I'm a little too big to get in, so I just haven't tried the door.
Check it for magic on that
Buddy,
door, please.
Why don't you
enough.
just wait out here, okay?
Okay, I'll be here.
Good. Good.
Is there any place we're not allowed to go just in case we don't?
No, I mean, you're here in Doom Manor, which means that you have access to everything.
Great, thank you.
No problem. Checking for magic on the door.
Yeah, just like hella detect magic. Like generally.
There's magic all over this place.
Okay,
Everything seems magic. But the
Great.
door in particular, glowing white hot magic.
Yeah.
Hey, Nix.
Yeah.
Could you do your magic, please?
I mean,
I will say this for the sake of clarity: the mage hand does not dispel magic. If there is a magical trap,
No, I know, but well,
like I can
Ain't
attempt
she-
to hit the lock, but I assume that's gonna set off whatever the
yeah,
trap.
but I thought you could also disarm traps. My bad.
You can.
No.
Can anyone dispel magic?
I
Wait.
can.
Part of the rogue skill set is to assess for and disarm traps. Is that correct?
disarm, not dispel. Magic traps.
Yeah,
are slightly
magical
different.
traps are
is a
different.
trap. A spell is a spell.
I have dispel magic. I wonder how that would affect a magical like zone that we are in. That's tricky.
I might not do that, as it might erase the world. Or not. Who knows?
I've listened to Friends at the Table as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Note, through all of this, I still have never listened to Friends at the Table, so
Yo,
You should at some
you
point.
really should.
Quite
I know
good.
I should. That's regardless.
It's the reason why I have a musical part.
Sure is. I mean, I could do it. Like, I can try to dispel magic on this door. We could also just try to open it.
I'm just going to try to open it.
I have an idea. Jeff,
All right, what do you got?
Yeah,
Oh,
how do you open this door without setting off any traps?
I don't think it's trapped.
You don't think it's trapped?
If it's
I-
is it as
I-
heavy as the rest of the doors?
I have not tried to open the door. I am too big to fit through it, so I have had no reason to. It's
So-
not like some weird curiosity thing like what happens in Lichfield, which I don't know exists, but it's the DM talking through a weird barista mouth.
I hear that. Like, I mean, the rest of the doors in this place are pretty heavy. Could you do me a favor and give this one a shove?
Yep.
Sure. And he kind of like takes a pinky and kind of like turns it against the handle a couple times till it catches in like his giant fingerprint, and turns. The door just kind of open.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Just wanted
Nope.
to make sure.
No problem. I'll be here.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you walk in?
I walk in.
Okay. It's a very nice child's bedroom. There is a rocking horse. There's a ball. There's a 4-poster bed with a beautiful white satin sheet kind of draped across it. There's a tiny desk.
I'm
God,
creepy.
this is creepy.
I want to set it all on fire.
Yeah.
So whatever we do, I think we should do fast because if there was no trap that hurt Jeff, my guess is that was like a notification for the owner of this room.
Fair enough. Let's look.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna look and see if I spot a amulet
Search
thing.
the desk.
Everyone roll an investigation check.
Nice.
Balls.
Oh, I rolled a
Nice.
I lost my d20.
Ooh. Oh, well, I was gonna say not bad, but actually extremely good.
Nice.
This is investigation.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. I'll take that.
What is it?
Going down the line, Nyx.
22.
Nice. Armil.
I rolled a nat 20, but it ends up being a 22.
Well, the nat 20 is the important part. Sai.
17.
Marleman.
12. I'm sorry, 14.
Phaedra.
21.
Trevathan.
2 notes. First, 23. Second, I also am doing my, like, if I have a feeling that there's a secret door somewhere, a loop around the outside.
No,
Because if I pass within 5 feet of one,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get to. I just
I know.
know.
no secret door.
Just curious.
Yeah, no, it's a worthwhile thing to do in this exact circumstance. A worthwhile thing to do. All of you investigate the room. You kind of toss the damn place because you're trying to get this done quickly. So, no sign of an amulet. No sign of really much of anything, with the exception of a small journal. A number of very nice white dresses, and a tiara.
Okay. So what's in the journal?
It seems to be a diary of some kind.
Detect magic on the tiara, please.
No magic on the tiara. Well, right. Okay. The tiara is magic, but...
Does it have any gems on it?
No.
It has a magic butt.
It's the same kind of magic.
Yeah, it's no more or less magical than the remainder.
Have. Yeah.
So it's background radiation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't. The signal to noise ratio is not like...
Exactly. Yeah, it just seems to be a diary.
It's like a little kid's diary?
Yeah, at the very least at the beginning it is.
It's got to be better reading than, today I had soup.
Yeah, but not nearly as good reading as those other books you got.
Speaking of, anybody want to read some?
Yeah, can we like flip through the diary to like get farther in, see what the last entry is before there isn't anything?
Sure. So it does transition quickly from being just kind of a little young girl's diary of a unnamed elven girl.
I'm skipping past that shit.
Okay. You skip through the plot of Little Women, and
I forgot that I have this.
Which is?
Legend lore. I forgot that I have that as one of my domain spells.
What is it?
So, it brings to mind a brief summary of the significant lore of the thing you've named. I'm just mentioning that I have that in case we find anything throughout.
Cool. So you fast forward through the plot of Little Women, until the handwriting starts to get kind of neater and more brusque. It speaks of a fire of some kind and some great tragedy that came from within it. But you skip past that too because it's still kind of in the kiddie section. Until you get more towards the ending, which is beginning to speak more and more about an aunt that was picked up by the girl. And the interesting theories that the aunt is sharing of ways to undo the tragedy that was done and to bring back what the girl has lost.
This seems like literally an incredibly perfect use for a feature that I never get to use.
Which is? Oh my god.
I would like to use Grim Psychometry.
Okay.
I can meditate on an object to discern vague details regarding any lingering evil or wicked past surrounding it.
Oh boy.
This is fabulous.
That's cool.
Make a wisdom ability check. Based on the result, the DM may reveal obscure information about dark events that may have previously surrounded the object or hints toward a sinister purpose.
Yep, do that.
Just giving you something to work with.
Yep, do that.
We lost Heather.
That's a... Oh, Jesus. That's a 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, Heather's back. Cool.
Sorry.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, gear up, motherfuckers. All right, we're going to wrap up around 11 o'clock, right? So I got to keep this short. So, if I remember correctly with this, it moves from most recent to
this is at your discretion.
Right?
It does not specify.
I'm trying to think of what I did for the knife, which was the last time this was used.
Yeah, I don't remember, so it's entirely at your discretion.
This has been used before.
Once.
On one other thing.
On a knife that one of your party currently uses.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Oh, thinking that happened, I might need to tweak something with that knife there,
Okay.
Emily. I might need to be upfront and tell you that Snakebite is chaotic evil, straight up.
Is Snakebite the one that's named?
It's the ritual dagger, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's not my sentient dagger.
No.
Well, it doesn't talk.
I haven't used Grim Psychometry on the talking knife yet.
Yeah, you should do that
maybe
one day. So, working backwards with this journal. You first see, you got yourselves kind of picking this journal up, because at least in the context of this journal, you do have sinister means for it.
Yeah. Do we have like one of those Spaceballs moments where we look back at the screen?
Kind of. It's actually all done from the journal's perspective, so you actually see yourself holding the book.
When will then be now?
Yeah. When is
Later.
now? Later.
Soon.
But I thought now is now. I used to be able to recite that whole thing. Not the point. The next
Much
thing
like
you
that
see,
scene, you are surrounded by assholes.
yeah. Next thing you see is a hooded figure, kind of gauntly in a dark cave with a bright fire burning in the background, with an eerie green light kind of dancing across the ceiling, writing within it. It then jumps backwards a little bit further. You now see a similar looking hooded figure, taller this time, writing within it, still in this same dark cave on this same desk, minus the fire, minus the bright green lights. You get very similar images of that, kind of tracing further and further back in the same sort of cave. The first big scene transition comes through is maybe 20 scenes deep, where you see this bright white, brown wooden room. It seems to be the living room of some kind of hut. And the figure is not hooded this time. They have raven black hair pulled back in a bun, brilliant green eyes, but a very long, determined look. But the most defining feature is the burn, a sickening, mottled burn that seems to take up the entire bottom part of her face.
Can we determine the race of this individual?
They are an elf.
All right.
Further back now, similar scenes of the same individual writing within this book, to now a room that looks very similar to this one, a white room with brilliant white accoutrement to it. This individual that is now writing in it looks similar, younger, but similar to the last individual, minus the burn. And you can actually see behind her, as she kind of jots happily down within the journal, this creeping red glow begin to emanate from downstairs. And then your perspective shifts away from the journal for the first time, as the grim psychometry allows you to see events around the journal, not just involving the journal itself. As you see your perspective shifts. You're very clearly a person now, but you don't know who. There's a thin black veil covering your face that you can see through, and your hands are raised, raging fire into this entrance hallway, burning two individuals in front of you to cinders, and lighting the building alight. And that's the end. That's the first dark, sinister thing that happens around this journal, so that's the last thing you see.
Okay.
Cool.
Did you say anything in the journal about the tiara?
Did we?
No.
Can I identify the tiara?
It's just a tiara.
Okay.
So the girl was burned.
One might call that a red herring.
Just checking.
I could have told you that shit wasn't magical.
Red herring.
It's a level 1 spell. I don't mind.
Yes, next.
Thorough.
So she was burned before the event with the fire hands.
What?
No. She had
No,
no
those
burn.
were
That was the
very
one time she
similar.
didn't have a burn.
Yeah, that was at least my takeaway from it is that the
Is
person
the event that Ted
whose
always
perspective I saw was the beginning of all of this.
Okay,
Her trip
so-
into Necroland.
Worse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. She didn't get the worst of it that night, it looks
Okay.
like.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
All right, now there's one other thing that I actually realize now after skipping all of the bullshit from before the bad times. Thinking about all of this, and especially if she's referring to like losing people in this horrific event or whatever, I would like to go back and search the book for any like repeated references to a keepsake of somebody important to her, like a big sister, a mother, or whatever. Any kind of figure in her life that was important, anything like a particular item that she keeps referring to or something like that.
Yeah. You see repeated reference to the red jewel. It's the only thing that seems to have survived the fire.
Okay.
All right, yes. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Weed out any of the fucking red herrings we've got in here.
Yes.
Works for me. All right. So it looks like we're still looking for the same thing. I just don't know if it's here.
Huh. Were there any other rooms of significance mentioned in the journal? If maybe this mansion looks like the mansion that burned?
That's actually a good question. The perspective that I saw where I was burning motherfuckers, was that the entrance hall we entered through?
Yes, it was.
All right, then. You're probably right.
Okay. So
I'm going to follow up on that.
Yeah. So where would the...
Sorry. Do you think we've gotten everything we can get out of this room?
One last question. What's the last entry in the journal?
The last entry in the journal is a very short scrawl to it that simply says, "We have found it. We have found the key. I will be with them forever."
Oh.
Okay.
Can we take this with us?
Sure.
Probably a good idea. Where would you keep the amulet in a mansion? Like, probably not a bedroom.
I don't know, but I'm with Nyx here and
Yeah,
saying maybe we should get out of this room.
Yeah, let's scoot.
Yeah, you do out. Jeff is still standing on the little entrance thing. Goes, "Did you all find what you were looking for?"
Not yet. Is there a place in this manor where there's a particular, like, either a reliquary, something where there would be, you know, a trophy room, just something where, you know, family heirlooms might be displayed?
Or a cave?
There's the memorial.
Let's
Memorial to the lost, perhaps?
Yeah, I think so.
It's Tor, take us by there, because I'd like to see it.
Sure.
Thank you.
And he kind of begins to trundle back down the stairs. As you're passing, Marleman, you spot that gentleman with the feather duster and bag now returning back from what he was working on.
Okay.
You see a very bright-skinned individual before he was able to quickly look away with relatively long, pulled-back black hair. He seems tired. He seems worried before he doesn't catch your eye.
Is this before or after I bumped into him?
You haven't bumped into him yet.
Okay.
Trev has a question, kind of.
Yes, Trevathan.
Well, this is like a... I
Yes,
don't know.
Trevathan.
Have I seen him here?
Yes, you have.
Oh, boy.
Care to share with the class?
Yeah.
I don't know how I would even say this, but I'm immediately very upset. Where was he?
Huh?
Where was he?
Where was he?
Yeah, have I seen him? Where was he?
He was on the second floor. He was walking past the feather duster and a bag, just kind of hurriedly walking past the stairs and heading towards another room.
I need to go there, wherever that is.
Okay, you kind of quickly follow behind him. He seems to be... Did you say anything to the party before you went?
I have to go. I'll catch up.
This definitely seems like a thing that he noticed that as something as I noticed.
Jesus, yeah.
I feel like I would notice him go.
I mean, you all notice him go.
For the record, you know what I'm talking about, Gary, right?
Yeah, no, entirely.
All right, cool. Then yeah.
I mean, would the rest of us recognize him as well?
You haven't spent that much time with him.
I'm going to follow Trev.
Yeah, regardless.
I'm fairly sure I would know who it is.
Oh, yes. Sai, you would. But by the time you would glance at him, he would have passed the stairs and you just kind of see the back of him.
I mean, I know who it is just because.
Yeah, contextual cues.
Okay, yes. We as human beings in this world know who we are.
Like, that's not a decision I'm here to make. I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Like Nyx would see him be upset and take off, and that's not the plan, and Nyx would follow him.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone begins to follow along, maybe 10 feet back. Jeff standing on the stairs going, wait.
We'll be right back.
I'll be over here
Thank
waiting.
You. Thank you, Jeff.
And this might be my favorite NPC I've ever made, not named Petunia, is Jeff the Nice
Great, I love
Baristro.
him a lot.
He's
But I
fun.
need to see where this guy's going and keep
Yes.
following him.
He is seems to be walking with much more speed now that you've seem to be on his trail. He's ducking in and out of rooms, trying to kind of lose you throughout, but you're you and you track people for a living. That's kind of what you do. So you're able to quickly follow him through the rooms before he accidentally ends up in a room that has no exit. As he kind of turns to look at you full in the face, and it's Nathan.
I'm
most
drawing
certainly.
his weapon, holding it out. This is yours.
I can't take that right now.
Why?
I wish I could tell you. I do, but I can't. He is also in a very nice tuxedo, with his hair very nicely dressed.
I can't lose you like this.
I don't know if I'm lost.
To me, you are, if that's how this is. Like
the rest of you have now entered this room as well.
Wait,
what
this
are
wasn't
you
over. We weren't done.
I don't know what's going on yet. I'm sorry.
Can you help us find out?
I'll do what I can.
We need to get you out of here. I need to get you out of here.
I know.
I need some clarification here, fellas.
We'll get to it. Whatever I can do to get you to bring you back, I'll do it.
It's not here. What you're looking for is not here.
When I find it, I'm getting you out of here.
Just Trev, and he walks kind of closer to you and kind of pushes the blade down a bit. You have a habit of acting rashly. When you find it, don't act rashly.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you. I'm sorry.
That's enough for now. Take care. Peace.
We here in the manor are not lost yet. When we become lost, we go somewhere else. I was able to see it briefly before they put me here.
She was turned to dust. She's not gone, but we might have delayed whatever that is.
That would explain a lot of what I saw.
Yeah.
When they brought me in, they removed the bag briefly. I was able to see a chamber, a green chamber with pods, almost plant-like pods with people in them.
Does that sound like anything we've seen?
Do you know if that was here?
It's not here because the next thing I knew, I was in a nice tuxedo carrying drinks for no one.
All right. So we'll find that place. We'll put an end to this. And
wherever that is,
get you out of here.
Is where we, and he kind of gestures broadly at the manor, are. And once we stop serving our purpose here, I don't know what happens next.
Well, serve your purpose for as long as you can. Stall, find time, do whatever it is you can. I will get you out of here.
All right.
I feel really bad interrupting, but a green room with pods with people in them?
I only saw for maybe a couple seconds.
If I describe in as much detail as I can the green rooms that I saw, the green like caves or whatever that I saw in the geometry, does that and say do whatever I can, desperately explain?
Yeah.
Does that sound familiar?
He says that it was definitely a rough-shorn room, maybe more cave-like than a room itself, like a room in a building. But due to your perspective and him not seeing it for very long, just the green light and the rough walls are the two things you can put together.
Start.
But who were you looking through when you saw that?
I can't always tell. I might have been the perspective of the journal itself. It's showing me its memories.
But Nathan said he saw it.
Oh, he was potential.
I saw it with my own eyes. Living, ASME living. Yeah. Well, and he kind of looks at himself and kind of gives a morbid shrug and goes, maybe living. I'm not really sure right now.
Okay.
So Nathan, is anyone else from the wild here?
I didn't see anyone else. The last thing I remember is the terrible woman whispering a word at me, and then I ended up here.
What was it?
Peace. That was it.
Of course.
Oh, that's what she did before.
Yes. So their bodies still exist corporeally somewhere. We need to get out of here and free them.
Yeah. Because I killed her, but her soul's still somewhere.
Yeah, she remains.
Yeah.
We'll find. We have to destroy her.
Heart.
I'll get back to that. She still remains, but we might have slowed down whatever it is she's doing here.
Wonderful.
We bought some time, but we have to finish this. We have to take care of this.
Have you seen a red amulet anywhere?
It's not here. She was wearing it when she saw me not here, but...
Okay, because she wasn't wearing it when we were just...
When we encountered her, she was not, so...
She may have left it in the same room. If that is truly the Lich's phylactery, she wouldn't keep it on her for long.
Right. Which I'm not... It might be. It was important to her. That's clear, but... That's all we have for now.
Well,
all right. I don't want to get you cause any more trouble that might make your position more difficult. I think we have what we need for now.
I will be here.
Nathan, are there defenses for this place? Do you know if there's any enemies that we should be afraid of?
Here, inside the manor?
Yes, here, but also wherever we're seeking what we seek, where your body is.
Heard footsteps and warriors and talking. The drow who had me dragged me somewhere.
Is he corporeal?
Can you touch him?
That's my question, yes.
You haven't tried?
I sheath the sword. I just want to try to give him a big hug.
Okay. You can certainly touch him.
That's all I got.
Okay. It's going to be fine. Once you find where we are, free us.
I'll do whatever I have to.
All right. You all should probably go. She's probably aware of your meddling at this point.
Probably.
She'll be more aware soon.
Good luck.
Boy, Trevathan.
We gotta go. Let's do this.
We'll find you.
I'll be waiting. He kind of gives a wry smile. And use that sword well. I can't use it right now, so...
It's really not.
Put it in something fragile.
The hell of a thing.
Preferably a very angry lich.
Oh, yeah. There we go. We'll go. I guess go back to our boy who we left behind, and I feel the only... Other than I wasn't rude to him, I hope. Literally the only creature in this place that I felt bad about being rude to so far.
I'll be right back.
Jeff is just sort of nervously standing there. It's like, oh, you're
Hi.
back.
Yeah, saw somebody I knew. Sorry.
Okay? I'm not gonna ask. It's not worth it. Do you still want to see the memorial room, or?
Yes.
Once again, are there caves around here?
No caves, just building.
We're aware of. And is there a basement, a wine cellar?
No basement. We're on a flood zone here, so we're not allowed to put a basement in.
Yeah.
No crypt, I'm guessing.
I haven't been to a crypt.
Okay.
Well, the memorial's still worth looking at. Maybe there's.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna finish it. I'm just thinking about potential secret doors.
He kind of walks back down to the first floor and leads you all to the door on the right. Not the door on the left, which was the parlor, the one on the right. And kind of swings open the door, and you can see this very nice fireplace and two marble busts that sit before it, both carved in the likeness of two elven people. The male has a very regal sort of state to him, very nice trimmed mustache and sort of longish marble hair. The woman on the right is also very regal, and you can see etched in stone the amulet you're looking for.
Okay.
But it is stone and etched into the relief.
All right. For the record, also, on the walk here from that room that we were just in with Nathan, Nyx would have just very quietly and subtly just given Trev's hand just a little squeeze.
Okay.
you know, just like on the way.
Aww.
See, this is why I like Nyx. Good person.
He's
Yeah,
I don't
outside of OOC, Morgan had forgotten who that was, and then had to ask Craig. Oh, that's right. Oh,
that's
that
him.
is very. Oh, this is. Oh, now let's retcon the fact that Morgan didn't walk into the room and say, "Tell me about it, fellas." Like,
Like figuring, not knowing how I was going to develop, and Gary has made it very easy to make it as interesting as possible, as affecting for me as possible. So that's good.
But yes, as you guys are kind of looking at these marble statues, and Phaedra, you are looking much more intensely at the amulet to make a better picture in your notebook than your shitty scribble.
Hey, it was okay. It was passable.
Jeff sort of rears back for a second and kind of looks around and goes, I think you all should go.
Why?
Something in my head just told me to make you guys go, but you all seem very nice, so I don't want to make you guys have to go. So it'd be, if it's cool with you guys, if you guys could just go and maybe come back in a little while. I don't.
Okay.
I'm being asked to do some really mean shit, and I don't want to do mean shit. So if you guys could just go.
So we see this is the amulet. We see the amulet though.
It's in great. It's like it's a statue or
it's in base relief.
It's not like a real. It's not the real thing like set into the stone. It's like a carving of it.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
While we're like stalling for time with this conversation, I would like to do a lap around the room real quick.
No hidden doors.
Cool.
Then I would do what Jeff says.
Yeah. I don't feel like
Okay.
Okay. Well, it was nice meeting all of you. Enjoy the long tunnel. Have a good one.
Yeah, we're gonna go walk. You keep doing you.
I'm gonna try. And then there's just a round as the door closes behind you, all of you.
Do we hear the sweet sigh of relief?
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Or anything like
it was
very
nice.
what?
Concerning, like a roar or anything else concerning?
No, it's a very thick door.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So the amulet, I guess it's family heirloom, belonged to the mother matriarch.
So, here, we're gonna cut tonight's actual session here. We won't move anything else forward. We'll let you guys sit on this for a week and kind of figure out what your next steps are.
Okay.
But if you guys want to go over the clues and go over what you have, we can do that. So that way it's recorded, so you guys can pull it up anytime you want.
Gotcha. Okay, so the amulet is the thing we're looking for.
Very likely, at least.
Most likely, it belonged to her family. It's the only thing that had remained after a fire.
A fire makes it sound a lot less intentional than it was.
Yeah, her parents were murdered with
fire. Someone destroyed her family.
Yeah, her home was burned and her family was killed, and she seems to have barely survived and was maimed in the process.
Yeah.
What am I wrong in assuming? Just maybe I missed something in the story, but didn't she also do it?
I don't believe so.
No.
She turned to necromancy, and like the impression that I get as the person who like embodied that part of the story is that I saw the fire approaching her room where she was, and then I saw from a perspective of a being setting the fire. So
okay.
I believe she would have had to be in two places at once for that.
No, that's fine. I must have missed that part. That's
okay.
It's difficult. Like honestly, with perspective stuff, it's tough. I'm with it. I'm still getting used to the whole thing. But yeah, so that's as far as I can tell with that, and as it seems to go in some stories like this. And I think that would be an out of character thing to say. She might have turned to some less than nice magics to try and undo what was done.
Sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
And then she became a skeleton lady at some point. There's a lot in between there, but you know.
I'm wondering if it was the price she paid for trying to bring them back.
Very possibly.
So now we're looking for what exactly?
From what we can tell from talking to Nathan, there is, and I think this is actually outside of this world, a room where there are bodies of people who are somehow being necromantically modified or used or whatever it is.
My guess is drained.
Yes, until such
Siphoned out. Yeah.
Because that's what happened to you guys originally, was that you guys got, like, your bodies dropped, and...
Yes, the spell that affected us is affecting all of them, and they have been placed into this stasis state while something has happening to them in the physical world, and then when that is finished, it seems like their souls are then shacked up in the town, the Pleasantville part, the town.
That seems to be the part where if your soul's
up there forever. Once they're no longer serving a use, they're just sort of like automatons, just hanging out in NPC style.
Since
no,
Nathan
Devin makes more sense.
Correct.
So do we want to leave this place?
I would love to. I don't know if I know how.
I can get us out.
I think we got to talk to the orcs first, just to get the last bit of the land. But yes. After that point, I believe that the facility that we're looking for may well be on the other side. Whether we'll find the amulet there, or where we'll find that, or what, that might be separate. That might remain to be seen. Right now, what I want is, and this might be selfish, is I want there are people to be saved, and at least one of them I need to get out of there.
So yes.
Yeah. But yeah, after a long rest, I can plane shift this out of this area, hopefully.
So, do you think that the amulet can exist in this plane?
That I don't know.
I think
I believe that it is entirely possible, because we can bodily exist here, so she could have come here. And she can leave whatever she wants here. This is her place. She made it, from what I can gather. So that's possible. I don't think it's impossible that it's here, and that's why I think there's still value to going to talk to the orcs, who seem to be existing in a slightly different way here.
Because I mean, if you're gonna hide it, hiding it in the pocket dimension makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, hiding in a place that only she can get to or send people to. But then again, if it is here, her sending us here would be a bad move. So there's that. So obviously there were certain of us who she sent here with an effort to, without maintaining faculties, so it would just be more of the same. There's a lot of pieces in play here, so I think there's still plenty we need to know. But
I think
from where we started.
Yeah, I think we need to talk to the orcs and then rest and then figure out where we're going.
Yeah, and if anything develops from us talking to them or whatever else, we can improvise a little bit. But
okay,
I'm not happy with what I found out here.
No.
Sorry for running off, you guys.
No.
Is there a family name that we saw in this journal at all?
Nope.
Anything on page 1? Is it signed? Is there an in case lost return to?
There is not, in fact. Much like a little girl would, doesn't really refer to herself.
Yeah, but you'd think that, like,
how about her parents?
Gave her
Mom and dad.
Say, like,
no, but I thought it might have something on the actual journal,
or like the front cover, just in case you find this, return it to blank.
No, it's just a black leather cover
that I owned when I was a little girl. Had a spot on the front cover.
Well, unfortunately, whatever, I forget what those journals are called.
No, this is one of those novelty, the dog with the big head dogs on it, spiral notebook. It's very unique.
So I would say that so far you guys have solved your first objective, which is figure out what's going on with Litchfield. You've kind of solved that one. The finding the phylactery part is still up in the air, and you have uncovered your third objective, which is freeing the souls trapped here.
Yay.
I sure want to do that.
Yeah.
You can now see why I couldn't just say that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week. We'll be back next week. Peace.
Bye.